I spilled, but now you ruined it. All right. Welcome to Chaos.
Welcome to Chaotic Streaming, everybody.
Yeah, I don't need to do this. Go ahead.
Today we have with us our lovely GM, Starwind, who will be guiding us through the mystical land of Timor Kingdom.
You know what? I had this all written up, and now you're just like rooting my bit here. But thank you. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, I am Starwind. About to take dancing lights through another day in the world of Elsperia. Thank you very much. Join us as we continue to discover and explore. Joining me are Leo, the half-orc Light of Illumina's paladin.
Hey guys.
We have Zareth, the half-elf assassin rogue.
Evening.
We have Borden, the dwarven cleric of Kazia, who is a big windbag and keeps telling me everything I need to know.
Hi, guys.
In Sedaria, a divine warlock of Illumina. That's you, Brett. Brett? Did you mute yourself? Did you mute yourself, Brett?
Sorry, I accidentally muted myself. I'm very professional.
Very professional, yeah. Alright,
The light of the Lord.
And our good friend Oscar, the half-elven sorcerer, draconic thingamajigger, he will not be here today due to work, but he will be here in character, so I will take up his mantle for a little while, but don't take me serious on it. Anyway, last time Dancing Lights were here investigating a Tiamat cultist warehouse where they found this woman named Smiles taking pot shots at their warlock who healed someone. Why would she do that? Smiles didn't want healed. Oh, okay, that's why. After succumbing the woman and quickly, having her tied and gagged, and you guys were off to take her back to the basement to interrogate her. And interrogate you did. Strange conversation was had. We even had a proposal to hire her as a maid. I was interested in that. However, Zareth eventually, tiring of her attitude and evasiveness and her smile, nonetheless shoots her dead, and only for Borden to cast Spare the Dying. There, they left her to her knocked out state as they try to figure out what to do with her. Solution: chains, metal, bars, and way to chain her to the wall. Let's just chain her ass up. Quite a bit of effort going into making her life harder to move around. Soon, they put the chains and limit her mobility, and she notices she's not gagged. And she starts to scream loudly to attract the attention of guards. Not stopping her, guards eventually do show up and investigate what's going on. And eventually, Smiles goes turning into the custody of the guards as you go to explain why she was down there and what she was about. Somewhat relieved of the situation, the group goes back to investigating the warehouse. I don't know if you're actually relieved, that's just me being pessimistic about it, or whatever. Investigating the warehouse of the cultists. They use their super sneaky wiles to get into the warehouse, or at least to do, as the rogue is invisible, floating around wherever. And two, being Oscar and Insidaria, go in to explore after setting off a trap that the door had on it. Borden and Leo take a seat, wait for the guards to explain what they were here for. Night progresses on with the search as Oscar discovers glyphs that he could burn away with his arcane knowledge, and uncovers a trap door leading down. There, the pair, Insidaria and Oscar, they head down and they find a hallway at the bottom of this trap door. Zareth slips in there to join them, still invisible, thanks to Oscar earlier. There they find an expansive room with a stone monolith of Tiamat. Suddenly, a frightening presence starts to overcome two of them as Oscar and Zareth are quick to retreat away from the wall, running from their fears. Insidaria seemed unfazed and tried to investigate the monolith to no avail. Yeah. Eventually, after talking to the guards, Borden and Leo, you guys tell them why you're there. You're trying to investigate this thing. You kind of tag along with the guards because it kind of pushed past you, and they, you all went down there, and you notice a frightened Oscar. Now, I can't remember. Did you cast calm emotion on him afterwards, or because I think he was stuck there for a while.
Oscar was calmed,
so he was calmed
eventually.
The wind charm that he got at the temple at one point.
Alright, because I was trying to do all this by memory. Forgive me as I continue. So they found a frightened Oscar, and they move up closer to find Insidaria, who was still studying the monolith. The fear started to sweep over them, but Borden managed to cast calm emotion and break up the fright that was about to overtake the guards. And as the investigation comes to a close, the group starts to walk out. Oscar is eventually snapped out of his with the calm emotion, yet Zareth, still invisible, hidden, rushes out of the path, making their way suddenly and still hearing a voice in the back of their head chanting at them. Still under the fear, Zareth quickly dashes in a random direction and eventually takes them to Timor Castle's main keep. Jumping the gate, running past guards, still invisible and still sneaking, he finds himself going towards the backyard of the castle. There he hears two people talking in the garden, and one of the guards talks to this man, naming him as Sparrow. As Sparrow receives a special report, recognizing the name of Sparrow from the stories of Danio he recalled from Azalea, he goes to him for help, and being keen to what is going on around Zareth, dispels his fear and asks him the very simple question: what are you doing in the castle? And that's where we pick up. So, Zareth, my friend, you are in this beautiful garden, but it's late at night, as time would be, and you're before this regal-looking gentleman, silver hair, red garments, just kind of decking him out, and a slender sword that's kind of on his hip as he looks towards you. And he asked you the simple question: what are you doing here? What brought you to me?
Well, I ran for at least half an hour, so I'll definitely be out of breath.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact,
so after taking a couple of breaths, I flipped my Hood of Elvenkind down.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sparrow. I wasn't really running towards anyone, but more just running.
I see, so...
We found a cult of Tiamats that we were investigating. We found an inner sanctuary beneath the ground.
Is that so?
And there was some kind of stone carving there. I didn't get a good look at it, but I just got scared out of my mind, and I ran, and I kept running, and now I'm here.
That is an odd way to wind yourself up inside the castle, friend. Huh. And about this time, you see about 3 or 4 guards kind of noticing you as you're out there talking to Sparrow. And Sparrow lifts his hand. It's fine. I got this taken care of. And they're like, alright. And they will go back to resuming duty. And Sparrow just kind of looks at you for a bit. It's like, so you found some kind of strange statue? Or what of Tiamat?
Yes. More like a wool carving, I think.
Let's see. So, and walk with me, and he kind of like walks you back around from where you were running up towards the front gates as you're kind of going around the side of the castle. And so your fears from whatever this thing is caused you to just run wild and just go wherever. And yet I find it kind of interesting that you managed to land yourself in a tightly guarded castle. Can you kind of tell me how that came to be? I would think my guards would be more perceptive.
Well, I was invisible until I climbed up onto the wall, somewhere between getting on top of the wall and moving out of the guardhouse. The invisibility fell off, so I'm not entirely sure where that happened, but
But have to take note on that, because if people can slip in with invisibility, then that's going to be a problem. Very well. He kind of takes you up towards the front. Do you need assistance with anything? Like, I know you came in here in fear, so if there's something that needs my attention right away, I might be able to help.
Well, I do have something in mind, but I don't think you want to get involved with it.
Well, tell me what's on your mind, and I'll hear you out.
Acquaintance of mine got arrested.
Oh?
And all the charges are probably true. However, someone tampered with her mind. She can't seem to recall the last 3 months lately.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no, wait, too far. Natural 20.
Alright, what you say manages to go through, because I was going to say, since you're hinting at memory being changed, that would have probably triggered something. But you managed to push through and able to say it without it interfering with your cognitive thinking. So he takes it under consideration. It's like, I don't know how much I could believe that, but
Oh, God damn it, my head.
let's see here. Like, even if I don't really know all the details, so I'd have to see the case by case. I mean, what did she do? Or he?
She attacked people on the street, killing them.
Killing, even with a modified memory of sorts. I mean, it's still them who pulled the act. I'm not sure there's much I can do for you. I mean, I can at least try to stay the death sentence and let her live out her life in the dungeon. I mean, if that's what comes to pass. Other than that, I can't really say for sure what's going to happen to her. I'm not part of the judicial system per se, but I could definitely lean in, a word in if I get the opportunity. But I can't make any promises, I'll tell you that much. But I will definitely keep an eye out for the situation. Who should I be looking out for?
What I was hoping was you delaying the trial until we can get some proof on our hands that something very wrong is happening at the moment. But you're looking out for Smiles.
Make a persuasion check. We'll see how this goes. Not bad, not bad. Let me roll an insight of sorts. Okay. So he kind of turns to you and says, look, yeah, I will definitely keep an eye out for this case of Smiles, and I will definitely read over it and see if there's any input I can do. As far as staying the trial, I don't know that I can, because murder is very serious, and these guards are quick to take care of cases like this, because we need to set the people at ease who've been victims of this. And I get it, your friend might be a victim of something bigger, but at the same time, it's still her who did the act. Unless she was mind controlled, which I highly doubt, but I'll definitely look into it and give them a perspective. That's about all I can offer you. And you guys are kind of outside by the gatehouse where the guards got doors that lead to the outside wall. But that's as far as I could go for you on that. But if that is all, I'll let you go ahead and be on your merry way, and I'm glad you're alright. He kind of puts a hand on your shoulder just to kind of double check and make sure you're sound. So everything's alright now, right?
Yes, and on a side note, I've met your brother about a week or 3 ago. He was looking for you.
Wasn't expecting this one. So, you met Denio?
Yes.
Ah.
We found him in some temple, and he wanted to tag along to Timor.
So he's got this, just so you know, he's got this disbelief look and kind of a blank stare, but then he's kind of listening to you. Let's see. So he got away from the temple?
Yes, whatever was holding him there was falling apart.
So he's finally on the move. That means I should probably be moving too. Interesting. You've brought a lot of light to this situation. I am kind of curious to talk to you more about this matter. Where can I find you?
I'm part of a company called Dancing Lights, and we have a house at the crafting district, and I give him the address.
Alright, he takes your information. He's like, alright, if I find time to come by and visit you, I will definitely want to catch up on more details. Right now, there are things on my plate that I have to take care of, and I'm glad I could be of help. That you're no longer running for whatever reason. So, may Illumina's light bless you, and I will bid you adieu. And he kind of lets you out of the guardhouse, out to the open streets that lead all the way back to the noble districts, and you're free to go ahead and leave.
Okay, I wave him goodbye and I start walking down to our house.
Alright. Meanwhile, Leo, Insidaria, Borden. We have no idea where Zareth went, and Oscar's there too. What do you guys want to do? I think we suggested the sewers last week?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, the sewers was our next port of call, as it were.
Alright, so you guys start heading underneath the city proper into the sewers. How much of this do you want to investigate? Or
Well, we gotta
uh,
get to the sewers first.
like
A good rogue wouldn't leave any footprints or anything, so it's gonna be hard to track him.
True.
Perhaps we could ask people. No, he's probably invisible still.
That's true too. So,
I've had an odd idea, actually. The
What's
guild
your idea?
we received these stones from the guild. Do you think perhaps they could tell us where the missing stone from our party is located?
ooh, interesting.
You mean like with a locate object spell on it?
They distributed the stones. I would assume they have a way to find if the stones have been misplaced, or if a party is needed to figure out where they are to send a messenger, or way to get information across long distance.
That makes sense. Yeah, but I don't know what that's alright.
No, your invisibility didn't fade until you were already up the walls.
Yeah, and I believe that was about the same time when they left the house to go look for me.
Yeah, but they don't know. Like, they're not paying attention to the time.
Oscar told us.
Well, yeah, I would think Oscar would say, well, now I don't feel the invisibility spell being concentrated on, so he must be visible now if we can see him.
We could just wait the night. It's already getting dark.
But if he was running in fear, would he come home?
I would. I don't know about Zareth though. Well, does he think this place is safe or no? I don't know. I've never asked him that.
I say we stop by the guild at the very least, just to see if they know
If they
the
can
area
locate it.
he's in.
Yep, sure. Let's do it.
Let me get a round of perception check as you're kind of wandering back to the house. Is that what you're doing?
No, we're heading to the guild.
Oh, okay, you're going to the guild. Sorry.
I hate perception checks.
Yeah, and this one will not suffice for passive. Sorry. No need to worry though. You guys start making your way to the guild. And let's see here. We're looking at about what, 9 in the evening, maybe 10. So it's quite late.
Yeah, it's definitely getting towards the night hours, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. You do see like some candlelight inside. It's not as lit up as normal, but you do get the feel that maybe the guild master might still be in there doing paperwork or whatever. But the door is locked as soon as you get to it. No, you try the door. Yep. What do
So
you want?
don't they have clerks 24/7 though?
They don't have to. It's a business.
See, I thought they did.
That's a fair assumption.
Yeah. I wonder why they're not open.
Well, you could knock.
Yeah, no, I'll be banging at the door.
Yeah, and like I said, there is a light that's in there, and then the guild master kind of approaches the door and opens it. Oh, you guys. Hello. Come on in. We had to start locking the doors up at night because of certain murderous fiends walking the streets. And he kind of lets you all in.
Seems like a safe thing to do.
Yes. Well, what can I do for you all? It's really kind of late, isn't it?
That it is. But, we seem to have an issue with, one of our party members. They have gone missing, and we do not know where they've gone.
It sounds troublesome. And he kind of slumps back into his chair, looking over the desk. Tired eyes, whole bunch of paperwork on his table. And so what brings you here then?
Do you mind if I ask, do you not have locate object on the stones you gave us? Because there's some way of communication through the stone. Just a wild guess.
Well, the stones do have a considerable amount of information that is inscribed into them. As far as locating them through the stones, I'm not saying it's impossible, but at the same time, it's not something they were initially made for. Now, you could probably use locate object if you know the spell yourself to kind of suss it out, knowing who the stone belongs to, and it would definitely help you identify where he's at. Instead, you can use the shape of your own stone to kind of come up with the conclusion, but at the same time, knowing that it's his stone, you could probably suss him out. But as far as us having a magical means to do that, no, it's kind of like a privacy issue at that point, and certain people don't want to be tracked when they're doing certain things. You understand, I'm sure.
We do.
I mean, it does sound
Since
like...
you issued them, we figured you'd know the most instead of us.
Oh, well, I appreciate you coming to ask. I mean, that's quite honorable of you, but, no, it's... Like I said, we respect privacy to an extent, and, I mean, it's probably something we could have suggested long ago, but it was never something we invoked because we, the due privacy type thing going on. People sometimes take jobs that are shady, and they don't want any way to be tracked, so we have to respect that, even though they probably should be tracked. But I get it. But like I said, if any of you know the locate object spell, you could probably focus on that. Or, your friend, he has items on him, correct? You could probably focus on that as well. I'm sorry I couldn't be much more help to you, though.
No, thanks for the help, sir.
Yes. Now, these stones, though, they do have the ability to transfer information of letting us know, like, when certain jobs get done. But as far as, collecting rewards, you still have to come in to get them, or we send them to you, whatever. But it's more of an awareness to the task, not awareness to where the person actually is. So, that's kind of the limitations to them. But I do appreciate you all coming in. I hope you find your friend. And if there's
As a side note,
yeah.
The killer might have been caught.
Oh, is that so? Well, that is wonderful news. Hopefully they could take care of that problem. We can release this dreaded feel that the town has at night.
Yes.
Let me, let's see, what's everybody's passive perception one more time so I kind of remember something?
19.
17.
Okay.
And 12.
Unless you get pointed out, there's this loud shriek that's kind of coming from a few blocks down. Borden, Leo kind of hear it, but Insidari, you're kind of blind to it until you kind of notice everybody kind of listening to the air, and you kind of make out a woman screaming from far away. And the guildmaster's like, "Oh dear."
What's wrong, everyone?
It would seem perhaps Smiles is not the killer.
Should we investigate then?
still have to locate our missing member, but we can't let people die unnecessarily.
Yes. In the morning we could go to the magic shop and get locate objects from him, most likely.
Oh,
I can cast it.
Oh, you can?
I've used it multiple times.
yeah, you're just being
Sorry,
stingy.
I don't know this. I don't know this.
No, but the guild master's like, look, I guess I'll go ahead and let you guys out. Wish you luck with your friend. If you do need anything else, come by and visit. And I'll be sure to look over the missive for your company. Jobs are kind of dry at the moment, but, you know, I'm still looking out for my companies.
We appreciate that.
Absolutely. I hope you guys are settling in okay, though, as he's kind of making small talk, taking you all to the door. The building...
May Luminous light bless you.
Yeah, well, I hope that building's doing you well. It's been a while since anybody's lived there or done anything with it, so it's good to see it back in good use. And he kind of let you all out, and have a good evening, and be careful on these streets, friends. And with that, you are left to the night with your devices. You see the streets kind of lit up lightly with like torch lights from, or you know, like those lanterns that have to be lit up individually. So street lights are just these lit up lanterns going down the road. So it's pretty much dimly lit along the streets right now. It's kind of cloudy, so the moonlight's not beaming down like it was. What does Dancing Lights want to do?
I think we should investigate that woman's scream, everyone. Possible.
Lead the way.
I don't know where it is.
You think we do?
Well, you heard it. I didn't. I'm sorry. I could try.
Whoever wants to make.
Do we have an idea of where the scream came from? Like a direction from outside?
I would say with an investigation check, you might be able to suss it out.
I'll take a crack at that. Why not?
Yeah, as well as you could hear, you just did not see it in Sidaria. Boren, you get the idea that it's probably coming a little ways south. You guys maybe closer towards where that guardhouse was?
So this female scream came from the place we took Smile.
Within the vicinity of maybe 3 or 4 blocks, yes.
She might have escaped, maybe?
Did the scream sound like Smiles herself?
We did hear her scream a good bit.
Yeah, she did do a lot of screaming there to get these guards to come over. Make your own investigation check, Leo, as you're contemplating this to see if you can match it up to see if it is her. Yeah, with that, you don't think that was her. It sounded a little too girly. Or, you know, like it was maybe a younger female of some sort. Possibly a child, maybe. Or a very short humanoid with a high-pitched voice.
Should we try to be sneaky or just get there as quick as possible?
I can't sneak worth a damn.
So I'm making haste to the scream since we got a direction.
Okay. Full speed then.
By the time you...
Worst case scenario, it sounds like, you know, the guards are coming with all this fucking armor.
Yeah, and as you get closer and closer, you can hear a little bit of a commotion. Like I said, it is late at night, so there's not as many people out. However, there was like a few guards that are kind of gathered around this corpse. And they got this little gnome female that's just been slashed to death. And they're looking her over and everything's like, there's nothing we can do for her. She's been like this. And you guys kind of turn the corner and you see this whole mess right there before you as they're kind of looking at you coming in. It's like, halt! Who goes there? As a couple guards get on attention because everybody's kind of like high alert.
Oh, excuse me, how long has it been since she was stabbed? I could try to revive her.
Let's let's see here. It took you about 3 minutes to get to this location, so probably took about 3 minutes. We just
Okay.
got here about a minute ago and found her like this, as a couple people pointed out. We're questioning everybody right now. Who are you people? You know, they're trying to get nosy, try to get information.
We're with the guild to go by the company name Dancing Lights.
One of them guilds, huh? Alright. So, what's your purpose here? As this guard is kind of detaching from the other two who are kind of looking over the gnomish body that's on the ground.
We heard a scream, so we came to help. You don't need to
Totally.
get all.
So we heard the scream from the guild hall.
Let's see. Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been...
but you.
Yeah, so he's basically kind of like, alright. So we've been going around asking people, and nobody's seen anything. And it looks like, however she was stabbed or killed, it looks like she was slashed up front, 3 lateral slashes, 1 around her neck, 2 through the gut. Lead the
Does
neck.
this mirror the cut up woman that Cindy healed, or is this a different attack pattern?
I would say if you get a chance to look at the corpse yourself and kind of compare it, you might be able to do it with a medicine check.
That's going to be Cindy, not me. I didn't actually get to get up close to that one, I don't think.
I can try.
Or we could ask the guard.
No.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, like, as far as being able to pinpoint, yeah, that's her motive. As far as you know, that probably is, but you couldn't say one way or another. I mean, she did do both. Like, she used a bow and she used knives before, so yeah, it could be her.
Might be her, everyone. But I don't really know her that well.
I'd begin to hazard a guess that it might not be her since she's supposed to be locked up.
Well,
She could have escaped. We could check in on her.
Yeah, these guys are kind of perking their ears listening to you, and it's like, somebody was locked up recently.
This afternoon.
And they're kind of exchanging words with each other, like, did you know anything about this? I'm with the North Guard. These guys down here are on a different schedule. I mean, I'm not even sure why we're down here. They should have been here taking care of this.
Oh no, this could be very bad, everyone.
Maybe we should go check on them then. Well, let's wait for our, the EME to come here and take this corpse away and then get her situated. And then maybe we can figure something out on that. But yeah, definitely. Somebody should definitely go check that guard post. And, they're pretty much going between themselves saying, like, alright, we'll send these two and we'll go down there and look. What do you guys want to do?
If they'll let me access the body, I'll do more or less like a funeral rite. Just, close the eyes, cover it as best we can.
Noticing you as a cleric of Kazuya, they hesitant at first, but like, just make sure you don't tamper with the body too much. But by all means. And you're allowed to do your right.
That blanket we were about to cover, Smiles with is actually seeing use.
There you go. So with that, you cover the corpse, give it its final rites, and 2 guards stay there with the body as they're seeming to wait for somebody to come. And the other 2 are going to start making their way to the southern guard post. So what do you guys want to do?
I say we should go to the southern guard post. That's just my idea, everyone.
Yeah, probably should check on Smiles.
Alright, so you guys start heading down there. I would say about this time, Zareth, you would probably be right outside your door. You don't see anybody at home. What do you want to do?
Anyone on the street?
Make a perception check. Let's see here. Like, not many people. You see, like, maybe one horse-drawn carriage just kind of going north at the moment. Looks like they're just trying to head to an inn or something. Or it could just be a random passerby or just trying to get through at night. As far as... Let's see. You might have heard that scream from where you are as well, being from the south. But, you know, it's happened. You were probably a block or two further north, and you're finally out by your door. So you got the option to either go investigate that scream or investigate where your friends are at the house.
Guess I'll go check the house. Maybe they all went to sleep.
Alright, so go to open the door. And about halfway into the house, there's a smiling figure in the shadows. And you hear a familiar voice say, "Welcome home, master," with a smile on her face. You can smell the scent of blood in the air. And then she laughs and cackles and runs up the stairs. Yep. You guys offered her a maid job. She wanted to try it out.
Fucking Christ.
So yeah. So now she's running up the stairs after you kind of had a moment to think about what the fuck. And then she seems to get to a room. Well, you're still downstairs, flabbergasted. Feel free to get...
I'll move up.
As you move up, she leaps out the window, makes her way down to the streets, and starts dashing off into the darkness.
I pull my hood up and I follow her.
Make a perception check to see if you can find her. You quickly lose sight of her as she dodges through one alley and into another. You maybe follow her for a block, but then she's just gone.
Okay, I move back to the house.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to where I think that scream came from.
Alright. And at this time here, you guys are now reaching the guardhouse, the guard post. And it's eerily quiet. And the two guards are like playing with the door, and it's like, why is this locked? And now they're trying to beat it in. As they take a moment trying to push themselves through this door. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Leo will help them if he can.
Alright, go ahead and make me an athletics check. At advantage, since you're all kind of banging up against this door in heavy armor. Very good, very good. The door crashes down. You almost fall to the ground as you get pushed in there, but you manage to right yourself back up. The two guards kind of spill in behind you, but they manage to catch themselves as well, and they're all looking around. Okay, what's going on here? And then as you turn to look, you can see the cell door where Smiles was put in, empty. The door is open, and down at the bottom there's a corpse, and you recognize it as the guard who was the one that took her into custody and threw her in there. The one you were having a talk with. And he's been slashed and he's been killed. Welcome back.
Well, there's our friend that we locked up. We managed to get out, I suppose. She was in that cell right there. That was the guard right there that helped us.
Oh no, this is terrible. We're gonna have to get more guards. Yeah, they're getting on high alert.
I hate to disrespect you guys, but you could have saved her life if you just left her with us. I understand it's not our job, but this man died needlessly.
That's probably true, friend, but I don't know what happened here. Neither one of us do. Joel, go and fetch the guards on the north gate, tell them we have a situation down here south, and let's try to get people down here, try to get this taken care of and processed, and try to figure out what we're supposed to do. I honestly don't have a clue what we're supposed to do when a guardhouse is like attacked like this. This is just beyond us. And Joel, the one he told to go do whatever, leaves, kind of salutes you guys gently, like if you were higher up, and then walks out. This is very odd. The other guard's just kind of staggering there, just falling to a chair and looking at the scene. Other than that, Zareth, you have reached the location where 2 guards are waiting for this carriage that is riding up finally. It's probably that carriage you saw earlier, but then again, it probably was lost, who knows. But it finally makes its way to where these guards are, and this strange, wiry looking old man on top of the carriage, like, sorry about taking so long. What do we have here? Oh, got another dead one for you, Doc. It's a damn shame. And Zareth, you're kind of noticing them putting a gnomish body in the back of this carriage.
Can I see any of the wounds?
No, they got it covered up with a blanket.
Then I move to the guardhouse.
Yep, you already got your suspicions. You're like, oh shit. About 4 or 5 minutes later, as you guys are just kind of flabbergasted, waiting for Joel to come back with more guards, a shadowy figure appears at the door. It's your old friend, Zareth. Yay, the party's back together again.
Zareth, you're back. I thought we would lose you.
Evening.
You good? You gonna run away again?
No, I ran into Sparrow at the castle. It's fine.
Oh. Oh.
Been busy, you see.
Wow.
At the castle, you say? What were you doing
Yes,
up there,
surprisingly.
sir? This is the guard.
long story. But we had.
Seems pretty short to me.
We found a cult of Tiamat.
Yeah, I think we got some guys over there working on that right now, too, don't we? Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
exactly.
Joel's not here. Damn it. Alright.
Some of our guys knew Sparrow. He thought they might be interested in it, so I went to tell him.
Well, Sparrow would be definitely someone you want to tell, especially tragic stuff like that. Speaking of tragic, and before you, as you're walking in trying to get a view of what's going on here, you see the wide open door, you see the body of the guard who you guys had talked to, who brought Smiles in and threw her in that cell, and he is dead on the ground.
We already knew this.
Yeah, I was just letting Zareth know again.
Yeah, don't worry, she's gone.
What?
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Look what she did to one of our
We're
guards.
worried.
What I'm more worried about is where she's going.
So wait, you saw the woman who was in this cell just recently?
Yes, in the house, in our house.
In your house?
Where we were holding her.
I see. Yeah, and the guard's trying to grasp at this because he's trying to figure out if he needs to give chase, figure out what's going on. Alright, so yeah, I just need to take a statement and get everything down. I mean, let me get my pad out, and he pulls out this notebook that's under his tunic and starts writing down everything. He's like, alright, tell me everything so I can get it down and write it out for whoever's going to take over the case. So he's going to sit there, yeah, and he's going to sit there for a little bit and take your testimony of what happened.
Not much to tell. When I came back home, the lights were out, so making sure that not everyone was asleep, I opened the door, and she was standing in the shadows. Said hello again, and then bolted upstairs and jumped out of a window.
She said hello again? Was that what she said?
Are
you sure that's what she said? Hello again?
Yes, that was it.
Okay. That was not what she said, damn it. Alright, so anyway. after taking your statement and everything and getting everything kind of organized in his own mind space, few other guards start coming in, noticing the situation, and one of them's like, "Damn it, Doc was just up the road, and now we gotta bring him down here." "Oh, Joe, good to see you back. I need you to go fetch the doctor now. Go get him." And Joe's like, "God damn it!" And he goes to fetch the doctor, who is currently taking care of the gnome. And yeah, this place is slowly getting swarmed with guards. You guys are kind of pushed out eventually, unless there's something else you want to do beforehand.
Not me.
No?
Yeah, I have
So
nothing I think of.
Mitch was in her home. Like, I'm very displeased with her. Like, time to get back to the house and figure out what's going on.
Alright, so the guards let every one of you get on about your business. And one of them informs you, we're going to start posting a few more guards in the local area since this is kind of like a high alert state. I can't guarantee it's going to be any comfort, but at the same time, it's part of our duty to try and make things better for everybody. So hopefully, she won't try anything with more guards around. But by all means, do what you must. And they
You should probably
You
make
can give us a hand and inform Captain that we are attempting to assist, so we're not constantly being stopped.
Yeah, and they're well aware. It's like, yeah, I think we might have to treat this like a bounty. So, in Bounty's case, you can definitely take it up. However,
That was
you
more
want.
like an independent contractor style thing, but
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Like, your jobs have like listings, but there's also like a bounty board where people who need to be captured and brought in can be done by individual units or companies. So you can definitely do like bounty hunts as well. So in this case here, it's like you might be doing a bounty if you do take this on, and you're qualified because you are an adventuring company, so they're not going to get in your way in that respect. But with that, he kind of lets you go about your business, like wish you luck. If you see her and capture her, try to bring it to our attention so we can assist you in maintaining her presence so that she can stand trial and face whatever judgment comes.
That didn't work out well last time. You guys lost her.
Hey, I don't know what
Just
this
it.
guy... I don't know what this guy business was with her, but apparently she must have said something to him to set him off, because he should have known better not to even be in here in any way to give her any kind of advantage. I don't know. It's weird. We'll figure it out. So he kind of leaves you like that, so you guys can head on, do your own thing now.
so a quick side note with the scene of this guard and all.
Mm-hmm.
The door that she was being held in,
Mm-hmm.
is it unlocked on its own? Like the key still in the door or something? Like he was about to go in to beat her?
Make an investigation check. We'll do a quick CSI of this. Anybody who wants to.
I don't need a full CSI.
Yeah,
but
Well, no, I'll give you what I
I
feel
help
like
him
you're.
with it.
Alright,
you want to give
I
me
will
advantage,
try.
Zareth?
Yes.
go ahead and take yours with advantage, then, Borden. Alright, so Leo.
Really, +6 spot for 17.
Yeah, so Leo, as you're kind of watching too, just trying to get a glimpse at it, you kind of notice the lock doesn't look like it's been tampered with like a roguewood deal. So you feel like she must have had the keys or something. It was a clean unlock, or she convinced him to open it. That's kind of the assumption. However, Borden, you're like, okay, so nope, the keys must have been used. You come to the same conclusion, but at the same time, you're also thinking there are no keys around here, is there? So you're under the assumption she must have stole the keys.
Well, let's tell the guards that might need to change the locks and
Change the locks or, not steal prisoners. Still a little salty about that one.
Well, what's odd about this is it's just a guard outpost, so these are just holding cells. They're not like permanent places to keep people. So at the same time, it's like she must have not gotten much, if just the keys, but you don't see them there, so she would probably have access to this place unless the locks were changed. But yeah.
Would there be any other keys on the keychain that the guard would have or that are important?
Are you asking the guard themselves?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
think. Well, that depends. If he kept his keys on his personal keychain, then he might have left his keys to his house.
Okay, I was just wondering if it had any other higher buildings keys with it.
Yeah, as far as like, like different locations, maybe a storehouse where we keep like, supplies for the guards, but I don't think there would be anything. And it's not like it's going to get you inside the castle or anything like that. But definitely those guard supplies might be a high risk. Alright, so we'll get somebody to fix those locks and make sure that gets changed. So let's get a locksmith out here. Where's Joel at? No, he's still getting the doctor. We're going to have to wait for him to get back. Yeah, guess what, Fred? You go find us a fucking locksmith. I'm tired of you just standing around doing nothing. But, nah, Joel's not here. Guess what? It's your turn. Get out there. Go. God damn it. And he winds up leaving. And the guard that's kind of left there, which he's like, so, those two out of the way, I'll keep waiting here until our people get around. You guys don't have to hang around anymore. And if you're going to take this bounty hunt, which I'm sure is up somewhere, I wish you best of luck. And maybe next time we capture her, we won't be this stupid. And he kind of points at the guard on the ground.
We warned him.
What happens if we bring her to you dead?
Say again?
What happens if we bring her back dead? It'd be a lot safer for everybody. And then we won't have to worry about your guards.
Well,
Obviously, we wouldn't try to kill her, but
I'm pretty
she
sure.
obviously has no qualms about trying to kill to get out of.
I'm pretty sure you would probably get more of a reward if you brought her in alive, but if she's dead, then whatever. I'm sure you'll still get something and the streets will finally settle down. I mean, I can't guarantee it. I don't know where the bounty board is for this one. But I'm sure there's one up somewhere. You might want to look to see if you can find a bounty board for it.
Okay.
Maybe talk to that guild master of yours. He might have something on it. But yeah, you guys are free to leave whenever you want, or keep talking. It's fine. Whichever path you want to do there. Or
Well, we've all gotten back together. I need to have a talk with Zareth about her being in our house, away from the guards.
Alright, so you guys are starting to walk back. You're on the streets. You could save it till you get home, or have this talk on the way back. Up to you.
So was the door even locked when you walked in? I didn't catch that because I wouldn't.
No, it wasn't locked. I mean, he just opened the door.
No, the door was just open.
Might need to change our locks as well.
I think we first need to clean the house.
Did she kill someone there?
I
One of
don't
our
know, it
employees?
smelled like blood. She might have been covered in it.
Well, Leah, you might get your maid sooner than you thought.
Yeah.
About that, let's continue that inside the house.
I'm gonna just look around so she's not near us.
Alright, so you're checking the streets and all that while you're heading back?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll stop the issue as soon as we get in the house. I'll do the locate object on, her person.
Yeah, you do a thorough inspection of the outside yards and everything around the building. No, she's nowhere to be found, nowhere to be seen.
You wouldn't be able to find her anyway. She's really sneaky.
Yeah, that too. But you don't have that sense that... I mean, let's face it, if you were out there by yourself, you would have probably been pot-shotted by now if she was around.
Yeah.
Seems you two still have an old score to settle. But for now, you are safely unporcupined and unhindered, and you guys are free to go back into your building and try to figure out what you want to do. But as Zareth has stated, whoever opens the front door, you find that the door is not even locked. He didn't even bother to lock it back up. It swings wide open. You can smell a soft hint of blood. However, it's not as saturated as it was whenever Smiles was definitely right there in front of you. So instinctively, Zareth, you kind of get the feeling that, oh, that blood must have been on her, so she must have done something. Well, she's been busy, so yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Investigate the house.
Guys,
I'm gonna ask Zareth what he meant by more about that later. I mentioned the maid.
Yes, she said hi, Master, before she ran out. I think she knocked her head.
Why did she call you master?
I have no idea.
Isn't that what a maid's do?
No, that's what servants do. A maid's just a hired hand.
Well, we did chain her up pretty bad. Zareth, do you have any past dalliances with chains and Smiles?
You know, I wasn't thinking this was going to go in a BDSM direction, but
Yeah.
She addressed him as master. We just had her chained up and screaming. Come on, someone had to say it.
yeah, but I'm just going to say Leo's ideology is kind of flawed in this respect. But you're welcome to think that. Like, you know, most maids who are servants of the house would say welcome home, master, if they belong to that house. But then again, you're thinking, oh, I just want a maid that comes in and cleans and leaves, you know. But, you know, she was acting like a permanent maid instead of somebody who just comes in and leaves.
Oh, I didn't want any slaves.
There's a difference between a slave and a live-in servant.
It's more like an indentured servant or something, or, you know, it's still,
What I
you
mean
still
is a
pay 'em.
live-in.
Yeah, live-in.
Yeah,
And
we
you still
pay
pay 'em.
them, we give them room and board. Like, yeah, this is also their house.
Now, if you want a slave, we can go to Parenthia and take care of that problem. I'm waiting for that eventually.
It
Okay.
depends what we're enslaving.
No. But,
No, it depends the circumstances. Of who.
I am curious what that adventure is going to entail, but we'll leave that for another day. Let's try to figure out what we're doing today, then. So, what does Dancing Lights want to do now that they're at home? Hearing
Well,
this information that
let's-
Zareth's given you. Go ahead, Zareth. I'm
let's
sorry.
sweep the house, make sure that she didn't set up any traps.
So investigate everyone?
Alright, so who wants to make the investigation?
Probably I will.
And,
So I'll help him out with that since, you know, I've
go
been
ahead
trying
and
to
make
keep
it.
some of the property shit in line.
Go ahead and make it with advantage.
Oh, Christ.
The one time you need your rogue to be a rogue. So, you go around the house.
Look safe.
Yeah, she must have not tampered with anything. She must have just done this to be like a mind trick of her own. So, you're under the influence that nothing is trapped or anything of that nature.
I'm all tapped out of divine energies. So, but see we have a couple of choices ahead of ourselves. We could go investigate the guard supplies. We could go to the guard's house. See if she's holed up in either of those places.
Well, I think we need sleep first, everyone.
Well,
Say,
Gordon.
before I go to bed, I'm going to be doing that. I'm putting the spell card out just so we can...
Yeah, I'm just kind of
Yeah.
reading over it, but go ahead and listening.
That way you're prepared for later. Zareth, you saying something?
you said that you could locate her.
Possibly.
What's the range on that? As in, what's the maximum distance?
I mean, mechanically, the max range is 1,000 feet. But that's, you know, mechanically speaking. Yeah. You saw on the boat, it's a fair distance.
I'd that spell too if we can sleep.
I still have my 4th slot open, so.
Can you give it a go? See if it picks up on anything. If not, then we take a night's rest, and we see you again tomorrow.
What do you want?
Yeah.
What specifically would I be looking for on her? I've seen the guard's keys when he went to put her in the cell.
Would
And
you
we
put
know
her
those
in
are
armor or
missing.
something?
Her undergarments.
Oh,
She
la,
may have
la.
changed.
Okay, did Zara see her in a new change of clothes?
That's a good question. Did you, Zara?
You didn't describe them to me, but I
Sure
think
didn't.
she did.
No, she. You didn't perceive that she was in her original clothing. I'll give you that much. You just know the smell of blood was strong around her.
Because I can't locate object of blood.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know of. She kept herself pretty well hidden. Well, in the shadows.
So she could be wearing her previous clothing. She could also not be wearing her previous clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know for sure.
Yes, that's it.
Hell, I'll give it a run. I'll do locate object on her undergarments, as it were. See if she's within 1,000 feet.
And it comes up empty. Either she's out of range or.
Yeah, she's changed them.
Or burned them, who knows.
So she's either non-range or she is wearing something else. Okay.
I mean, if they still existed within range, you would still be able to pick up where they actually are. But she's either out of range or they're no longer in existence in range.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go up to my room and check some stuff and move some stuff in front of my door, just to be safe.
So, barricading yourself into your room?
Yes. I don't have a window yet. Or do
Oh,
I?
yeah, everybody has a window.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe it's a good idea to pick a guard order for tonight in case she comes back.
Are you going to cast that divination?
Yeah, I was gonna let us resolve the rest of the shit for the night, so when I was off on my own, I could give it a run.
What's the question you're going to be concentrating on so I can kind of give it a little thought? Or do you know yet?
I didn't know Zara's plan was gonna work out first.
Alright, what else is going on, guys? Come back to it in a second.
Yeah, I'll whisper it to you while we wait.
Alright, what do you guys want to do? Leo, what's your plan for the night? Oh, Leo's be right back. I apologize. Zarath, what's your plan for tonight?
Well, I was trying to figure out a guard order.
Alright,
I
so
volunteer for first watch.
alright, so we're gonna do a watch. That's good. So you're gonna be on first. Let everybody pick their watch order whenever you want. But what is Insidaria doing now that she realizes she has a window to contend with?
Did I have a dress or something tall?
Are you gonna push your dresser in front of the window?
Yeah.
Alright. Fair enough, I guess. Push it in front of the window there. However, you could still see the top part of the glass, but the part where you have to come in or open is pretty much covered.
Yeah, I would have to hear the glass shatter. So
Mhm.
that's good.
That's an improvement. Leo, welcome back. What is Leo doing for this night? Zarath already suggested that we do a watch, and he's willing to take first. What do you want to do?
I can take the last watch, so like number 4. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go to bed, not worry about it.
All right. What is the watch order we want to go?
I'll take middle.
Okay.
There is no middle. There's second and there's third.
Yeah,
Okay, then I'll go
one in the middles.
third.
Third, you'll go second, Borden. Or Oscar can go second. One of you is going to get a full night's rest. Otherwise, Oscar's
If
just...
Oscar goes second and Cindy takes third.
I mean, there's only needed for 4 watches.
I mean, I'd probably offer to stay up with Cindy just in case, since she's the most
Alright,
freaked
that
out.
actually sounds like a good idea. Alright, so... As most of you start settling in, Zareth, you start wandering the halls, taking your first watch. Just kind of preparing yourself to see if you can find out when Spawn's going to strike. Borden, you're kind of going back to your room and you're going to cast this before you go to bed, or...
Yes, before I go to bed,
Where?
just to try to seek a resolution. Head this off before.
Now, the way you got
Gets
this
too
question, I want to let you say the question one more time, and I want to just kind of clarify. You're kind of asking 2 questions in one with what you sent me.
I mean, it's within the next 7 days, so if it's outside the 7 days, that's why I included the time aspect.
Alright. So...
if you want me to rephrase it in a way that doesn't require a time,
Like, I would think it would be kind of given, since it says you'll know when within the next 7 days, or does it? Well, you know...
it doesn't say I'll know when.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
concerning
gonna
the
roll
goal
it
of
like...
interactivity.
So, asking where and when in the same sentence is just like asking 2 questions.
You can't fault me for trying that.
No, don't. That's why I'm going to say, like, it's not a clarity. Like, the gods are not going to be able to respond to that. So...
There. I can't catch her at a specific time unless where she stays.
Ooh, I got to think about this one, then. Alright. Huh. Alright.
I challenge anyone to fight me on my logic.
Alright, so
I
he
can't
pretty
say.
much... Yeah. No, you're still whispering me, though, but he's pretty much asking where...
Yeah, I'm whispering him.
So, yeah, so...
Well, they don't know what I'm asking.
Well, I'm going to let them know, because they have the right. But,
I'll tell them later, but,
well, I'm going to be
like...
telling you this out loud. What does it matter? So, according to this, let me try to figure out a way I want to phrase this, because... Yeah, that's a pretty good question, though. Soft breeze of Kazuya kind of picks up in the area. You kind of feel this divine presence. It seems like you're about to get a response to what you're asking. And the words leave your lips of where can she be found, and the wind just seems to whistle and howl for a moment. And there's just not one location that she seems to stay, ever moving, ever fray. Leaving town soon to be, heading north beyond the seas. And then that's where the divination ends.
Alright, so the key points there, just for note-taking purposes. She's moving around, but planning to leave.
Seems like heading north, maybe over the seas.
So yeah, we don't have a map on hand, do we?
No.
She's going to Tynak.
Well, Tynak is more western. Southwest from where you guys are.
Well, if you go north over to the... Is it a globe? I assume Belsbar is a globe.
Yeah, it's globe. It's not like Discworld or anything.
See, we're in Timor, so she's going to Parinthia? Is it supposed to be Corinthia?
Parinthia. It starts with a P. But, I don't know. It could be a possibility.
I mean, if she's gonna sail across the
Or maybe
bloody North Pole.
Or maybe there's a northern island north of where you're at, or maybe there's just a trade route that goes north and around Timor to the other side. Who knows?
And when it go to the other kingdom,
That's also a possibility. So, yeah, she apparently from the divination, though, you could just make out that she is not going to stay still long enough to pinpoint a certain location. I'm trying to think if I should have been more specific, but I think that would That's pretty reasonable. So Zara.
I mean, it didn't offer me anything more than her future plans, so to speak. So
Yeah. I mean, sounds like it was within reason there. Yeah, for now she's on the run, and it looks like she might be going north from here afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what you can pick up, and you can do with that information as you will. Zareth, first watch. You want to make me a perception check for your watch.
Sure.
Going down the hallway and back, making your way down the stairs, then down to the basement, back up the stairs. You're just pacing around, just staying on alert. You hear a noise in the back alley. You quickly run out the door just to take a look, and then you see knocked over trash cans, and then all of a sudden a dog chasing a cat down the alleyway. Kind of got you racing a bit, but then you're like, gotta keep an eye out for her. You leave that situation, you go back into the house, and your shift comes to an end. And who was next?
Oscar is taking the second since he's not doing much else.
I will resolve that for him as he kind of goes through his shift. He hears some noises, but nothing out of the ordinary. He goes to investigate, spends quite a bit of time in the alleyway just kind of looking around, saying, didn't realize there were that many animals in this alley. And he walks back in. His shift goes without much incident. Third shift, Insidaria and Oscar. You both get awakened from a tap at the door. Hey, you guys are taking this watch, right?
Yeah.
And then Oscar goes to sleep. And
I'll assume you went bored instead of saying Oscar for the second time.
No, I
You
was
can't
saying
wake
Oscar
up.
went to sleep. He knocked on your doors, and then Oscar goes to sleep after he wakes you up. That's what I meant. So Borden and Insidaria, you're now woken up for the third shift. Who wants to do the perception?
Try.
No, Helen, get me that. 1 second.
Alright, 1 second. Oh, man. What time are we looking at anyway? Alright. Doing alright.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. So, who wanted to make the perception? Are you doing it?
Well, I can do it, but
You
is
already
it going to
rolled
be
one.
with advantage since he's with
One
me,
of you
or
is helping the
just-
other, yeah.
Okay, then I'll put on 2 advantage. I'll just roll another time. Okay, 15.
Hear a bunch of hissing in the alleyway. Go out to check on it, the two of you, for the moment, and then you just see a bunch of cats having a fight. Kind of odd, but yeah, there's apparently some back alley cats who are just trying to claim turf, and a random dog every now and then chasing them around the alley, causing a little ruckus in your neighborhood and kind of putting you guys on high alert. But now you two are kind of left with the evening. Do you guys want to have a conversation while you're up?
I mean, I was just offering another warm body just in case she was that concerned.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you guys wanted to do some of that role playing stuff.
So, what's on your mind, good sir? Can you tell me about yourself?
She's asking you, Borden.
There never was a big backstory dump with Cindy joining the group, was there?
Nah, the only thing you guys know is that she was one of Azalea's trusted people who helped her.
I meant from us to her, not her to
Oh,
us.
yeah. She hasn't really heard much about you guys. So, yeah, it would definitely be in her interest to learn more about who she's staying with.
Yeah.
My parents worked a lot when I was younger. If nothing, they were hardworking and caring, but they were gone a lot. So I spent most of my days as a child in the temple. Seemed like a place to be. All the people coming through. And as time progressed, so I eventually studied as an acolyte. And not long before I adventured out in the world, I was, ordained and blessed as a cleric at Kazuya.
That's neat. Um, do you like working for your god?
It served us well.
That's neat. I'm
Nothing
not
to
that
really complain
social.
about.
Any hardships that you want to share with me? I could give you guidance. Try to ease your mind. Or is that going too far?
No real hardships, but I do wish there are times where my compatriots would be a little more careful. You can only save a life so many times before it's not tedious, but you just kind of get the feeling again. But other than that,
Well, I'm happy that you share such a good sense of the world, and hope we get along together. Have our hand shake.
so long as you keep the flies to yourself a little more frequently, we won't have many issues.
You hear a loud barking noise in the back alley now. And it doesn't sound like a dog, but it definitely sounds familiar.
Should we check it out, everyone? Sir? Gordon?
Yeah, I'll walk out, and if you wish to stay in the house a little bit, watch from a window perhaps, just in case it's more than a dog.
Alright, so walking out to the alleyway, you notice the fox. Your good old friend, Fox, has beat up one of the cats and is now biting his neck. He kind of comes.
Alright, none of that here.
Yeah, he kind of notices the door open. He picks up the corpse of this cat and kind of drags it over and drops it at the doorstep as you kind of look at him. He kind of sits down looking at you with his half cut off hair.
What a good hunter. I go to pet him.
Kind of gives a yelp. A happy
Come on in, little one. Let's quiet the alleyway.
No, alright. So yeah, the dead cat is now at the foot of your door, and the fox walks back into the house, and you guys are free to go on.
Well, something else will drag it off, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. And now it is up to Leo.
Leo.
Yep. So you go knock on Leo's door as you guys get ready to retire. Leo, you're woken up from your sleep, knowing that it's your watch. What do you want to do?
I'll walk
Give him a
around.
fox as well.
Yeah, your fox friend is there. He seems to be a little bit hyper since he just got done with a successful hunt in his eyes. And he kind of yelps a bit and kind of points you towards the back door to show his skill off.
Yeah, I'll go over there and let him eat the cat.
Yeah, he kind of offers it towards you first. He's like, "See what I did?"
I'll just pat him and then look around and walk through the house and.
Alright, with that, I
Go on
need you to
guard
go ahead and
duty.
make your perception check. You're perfectly fine. You're watching this place like a... you find yourself kind of passed out in the morning, but nothing happens. Your fox friend is like on your lap. His lips are a little bloody, but dried up and everything, but you guys are like coasting away on the couch as you kind of relaxed and kind of fell asleep a little bit. Let's see here. Let me have you roll me a constitution check just to see if you can wake up before everybody else. Alright, I need...
Wait, was that me you said, or who?
No, that was for Leo. He's conked out. He ain't
Oh.
getting up. So whoever wants to wake up and come down the stairs, you'll notice a half-orc falling asleep.
Gordon's an early riser, so...
Yeah, you'll see him laid out on the couch with his fox in his lap, and he's just... his tusk hovering in the air as he just kind of quivers his lip. And the little fox is just cradled away on his lap.
Is there a pillow nearby?
Probably. It was probably sitting there on the other side of the fox. He's like in the middle of the couch.
So I just grab a pillow and launch it at his head from across the room.
All of a sudden, you're woken up, Leo. You feel this pillow impact on your face.
What? What was that? Who's there?
It's me. Good thing no one else decided to come check on you.
And the fox had it.
And he's over there yelping away. Yap, yap, yap. Happily, of course. But yeah, with that, everybody can kind of rise up to the morning and start a new day. So, with the new day starting, breakfast options are whoever wants to cook breakfast. We can make a check. If you make a good meal, maybe you get some benefits. Otherwise, you can eat out or something. I don't know. What does Dancing Light wants to
We have
do?
a chef.
Yeah, who wants to resolve breakfast?
I can try. Give everyone a good breakfast since I have the most stress.
Let me see here. What was the cooking utensils we got? We got the good ones or the mediocre? What was
We
it?
have top tier. If you check the
Yeah.
Discord DMs for me, you'll be able to see the
I
list.
think I still got that somewhere. Yeah. I'm trying to remember this stuff off the top of my head. So with top tier stuff, what would be a good role for this? Survival?
Yeah.
There's an actual cooking utensils thing you can be proficient with, but I don't think any of us are actually proficient in cooking.
No, I don't think so. I mean, if somebody wants to learn that and try to improve on it within time, I can definitely give it to you. But if Itsudaria wants to try to be a homemade cook, let's go ahead and roll a survival. And,
Okay.
and with that, I will give you +3, which is 18. So you managed to make pretty decent meal. I would say it's like what, fried eggs maybe, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Something,
Yeah.
something easy, something simple for the most part.
With a little cat in it.
Yeah. So
So we're not picking
I won't
eggshells
tell
out
you.
from our teeth, so
yeah, you guys get this wonderful breakfast, and you get 2 temporary HP, since this is the first time she's cooked the meal with these exotic tools. So everybody can add 2 more temporary hit points, only good for the day. And as Insidaria or whoever wishes to improve on their cooking skills, we might be able to work more into that as it goes. But yeah, here you go. You have this nice breakfast spread out before you. Biscuits, gravy, fried eggs, or scrambled eggs, however you want it. And you're having breakfast at your kitchen and free to discuss what you guys want to do for the rest of the day. So what do you guys have in mind?
By the way, Leo,
So,
do you still have that chess set that we found in that dungeon a while ago?
yeah, should be right here in the bag. I'll go ahead and pull it out. Maybe 1 piece or 2 pieces are broken, but yeah, I'll pull it out.
Alright, so yeah, you get the chessboard, chess pieces.
Thank you. I start to check if all the pieces are in order.
As he kind of told you before, there's like 3 or 4 pieces that are broken. 2 white pawns and a black horse are broken, but you can make out what they are.
Okay. Shame. It was such a lovely set.
I'm sure there's someone in town that could fix them up if you want it.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, probably. But let's deal with that later.
Yeah, what are we gonna do about Smiles?
Well, knowing her, she's on the move and she keeps moving. As well as she's busted, means that she's either going to move faster or just move out.
So she is moving north.
How do you know?
I asked my god.
enough.
That's convenient.
Like north, like to the Noble District, or like north to the coast.
There were seas mentioned in the answer I got, so I don't think she'll be spending too much time killing the nobles. I think she's more interested in leaving.
Okay.
With my background, do I know of any routes for smuggling people out of the city? Star?
I'm thinking. Hold on. Make an investigation just to see how general this knowledge is to you. I think it's been known, like in the past, whenever your group was active, that you have had to smuggle people out, but it wasn't like a set route. Like people had to go east, or people had to go south. You don't hear about many people being smuggled north though, because there's only so much you can do going north. It's very limited. Like there's a bunch of small towns and maybe this one island-like nation. It's not like a nation, but it's like an island city that's north of there. It just kind of come to mind, but nothing that strikes you as being places you'd want to smuggle somebody.
No, I was more aiming for if I knew what
You have no idea
who she
what
had to
what
contact and where that would be in the city, like stuff like that, where she had to physically move to get out.
Oh well. You think she's resourceful enough to figure it out on her own? She don't need people to help her. On top of that, going north, there's nobody north as far as you know. Like I said, it's very limited resources going north. Because the way Timor Kingdom's kind of set up, there's only so much space that goes north before the map turns into the ocean. And then the continent just kind of curves east from there. Could be possible that she could be traveling far north and just traveling along the coastline. But, you know, that's about as far as you can ascertain. You can't really figure out for sure, like, contact-wise, you don't know anything that would send her in that direction. If you're trying to think if she's going to try to contact somebody, again, you'd think that would be stupid because she's pulling off a pretty big scene. You'd think people underground would definitely know that she's killing people, and that's a big no-no. Not without a contract.
Well, as far as I know, there isn't really anything going on up north. There is an island city, but that's the most interesting thing there.
We could do the locate objects. I have 2 casts of it. And I think Gordon's got a couple. We can walk around and find the keys. If we don't find her, we at least find the keys. And we should check out
Assuming she took the keys with her.
Yeah. And then I say we also check out the bounty board to see what sort of payments, dead or alive, that sort of thing.
Well, what we should figure out is if we earn some part of that bounty by actually handing her in.
Yeah, usually bounties have like a dead or alive, like
Yes, but
a price for dead and a price for alive.
I believe there was a bounty already on her head when we turned her in yesterday.
I don't know if there was a bounty, but the guards said they'd look into who we were and see if we would pay it accordingly.
Apparently that's
And they
not
are
gonna
dead.
happen.
So yeah, I say we check out the bounty board, and then as we're walking around town today, we do the locate object on the keys. We don't find her, we find the keys.
Alright, so
She's really good at sneaking, so I doubt we're gonna find her just by looking around. We have to use some sort of magical means.
Seems a little flimsy to me, but it's the best we've got.
I think Oscar would
Oscar,
probably.
you know
Yeah.
I would.
message, right?
I can use message, but that's it. But don't we want to also check out this Rissa? I mean, I still get that this is just as important, but I don't know how much we can actually do with what we got.
We can check out Brissa then.
What are we doing about Rissa? She just told us to give us 50,000 gold if we find a rock.
Yes.
What do you want to do with
and
Rissa?
that is a very special rock.
Well, you know, I just want to make sure she is who she says she is.
And the job that she offered us doesn't really add up.
I mean, we can try to find a rock for her. Yeah, that's fine, but I get the sensation she was something more than that.
Came off wrong with me as well.
Yeah, that chuckle did sound familiar. But let's see if we... Let's get our facts straight. Let's see what we know about Rissa.
I mean, we can
I
still.
take the
Yeah, and he's.
chessboard, and I place it on the table,
Alright.
and I put a white and a black king off the board. I place one white pawn on the first line on the board, and 4 black ones on the opposite side. On the opposite.
I might have you try to, like, draw it out. So if I can picture what you're trying to do.
I made an image.
Huh?
I made an image. Let me drop it on Discord.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. What are we looking at? Alright.
I drop it in. Where am I, Jen? I'll put it in D.
You can put it in
D&D
general,
black.
or yeah, whichever. It don't matter. Alright, so you're setting up a chessboard that looks like so.
Yes.
Now, as a DM, I just want to know, is there anything I need to be aware of why you're setting it up like this?
I was about to tell you guys.
Oh yeah, by all means, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, I point to the black side, and it's like, this represents Rissa. The reason why it is black is because they're chasing a rock which has been taken, so they lost the initiative. She told us that she had people from her house looking for it, which represents the knight that I've placed off the board, and that she has wizards and clerics looking for said item as well, which are represented by the bishop. The queen in between them is Rissa herself. She seems to be actively involved in the search, which makes me believe that she's not the one pulling the strings. And at that point, I point to the king, the Black King.
Mm-hmm.
She also told us that she hired more people than just us, and I placed a bunch of copper coins. I placed 3 copper coins and 1 silver coin near the black pawns on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And considering the nature of the stone, I think that the person who stole the stone is probably hired help as well. So I place a copper coin at the white pawn. Do you guys remember anything more of that conversation?
I just thought she lost a rock and was hiring people to try to find it for her. I didn't realize that you guys thought it was this in depth.
Why would you just hire people to go on a wild goose chase when you have so many resources available and are already using them?
Maybe the resources suck.
Just
Again, more is better than The more the merrier. The higher the chance of finding it.
I mean, she had a great laugh. I trust her.
The fox
Sorry,
jumps up on the table.
You guys broke up.
I heard him just fine, so go ahead and you probably need to log back in.
Oh,
Or hello? Let me check the bars.
I mean, I'm still here.
I can
Yeah,
hear
I
you guys.
switched servers real quick.
All right. So what I am hearing here. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. All right. So the fox jumps up on the table as you're setting the board, and he's watching your hands move these pieces. And he just kind of paws at your hand as you're like dropping the coins down, just knocking over a couple of your pieces.
Not now, buddy. And I take him off the table.
maybe he has some insight. Believe in the fox.
That would be weird if this all got solved because the fox knocked off a couple of pots. But
Is
no.
the fox even the fox, or is someone playing as a fox?
I don't know. What color is his eyes? But
For
yeah.
clue, what the heck?
Good question. What color is the ice?
Coal-black.
Does at least have one little sparkle.
But yeah, he's just being a fox, going around curious, just getting into things, getting a little rambunctious since he's getting more comfortable with his new home. Oh,
So
whatever
you
should we
guys-
do?
You guys have nothing to add with this.
Nope, I didn't think it was this in depth.
Mm.
I believe we might not have all the pieces yet. If you're going to try to...
Never.
Hmm.
This is more just trying to piece together what make it visual what is going on.
Hmm.
So
Well, looking into the Rissa is also definitely something that I would want to do.
I mean, and this is Oscar. He's like, not everybody has to go if they don't want to. But I think somebody should definitely go up there to see what's going on. I mean, I'll go if you want.
So you're just going to check out if there is a house at the address.
Yeah, just go up there, make sure she's there. Just maybe even ask her a couple more questions. Just to get more understanding of who she is and if she's legit. Nothing too drastic, I don't think.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Let's see if I can dig up some rumors if someone actually broke into that place.
Alright, so I mean, it's up to you guys how we proceed. I mean, that's what I suggest. So if you
I think you guys are overthinking this. I think it's just a wild goose chase on that end.
yeah,
I don't think you can find anything. So you guys can do that, but I'm gonna try to see if I can find Smiles.
yeah, both
'Cause
situations.
she's leaving shortly.
Yeah, both situations are vital. I mean, don't want to, take up all the resources, but just take a quick glance at Rissa, make sure she is who she says he is. It's been kind of bothering me, but definitely need to follow up on finding Smiles. I mean, adding that reward to our company would definitely help, I'm sure. You don't want it?
Well, it probably won't take long, so...
But yeah, so we know where Oscar wants to go, and it sounds like Zareth wants to go suss out some rumors. What about Borden? What do you want to do?
I mean, I got that off feeling about Rissa as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably go with him just to, again, extra set of eyes.
Sounds good. And Leo, sounds like you want to try to find Smile, so you're going to be using the locate object, maybe wandering around, see if you can get a better beat on things. Is that what I'm hearing?
First, I was gonna check out the bounty board, and then I was gonna try to find Smiles for sure. You know.
Okay. Insidaria, what do you want to do?
I'll be going with him.
Who?
I'll be going with the gun board and help with that.
I'm sorry, you kept cutting out. What did you say?
She's gonna go with me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure. Alright. So, let's see. Who should we start
I'm back.
with? Welcome back. Sarah, how are you going to go about assessing out these rumors?
Well, boredom.
No.
Do you have some gold to spare? I think I need to go and buy some. I think I need to buy this information.
Buy from who?
Beggars? People? There's always someone in the know. Especially if you break into a noble's house. For that always causes a ruckus.
So, what do you want to do?
How much do you gonna need? What do you think you'll need?
I am not sure, but let's just start with 20 gold coins. The rest I take off my own.
Alrighty. Isn't it for damn sure we're not getting receipts from the beggars?
Trying to write this off as a business expense. Information gathering. Alright, so yeah, you're passing him 20 gold to use for gathering some of this information. At this point, yeah, after that, how do you want to go about getting this information, Zara?
I want to go towards the rougher part of town.
Fair enough, you're not too far away from it. That's pretty much on the south districts. Like, as soon as you pass that southern guard post, that's where it starts to get rougher.
I presume that I know some kind of information broker there? Or know of?
We will roll investigation check to see if you can find him. Search around for a better part of the day.
12.
People that you're looking for don't seem to be around. You think that the guards, being on high alert, might have sent them into hiding, so it's harder to find them. So they're not in the open. But you're spending the better part of your day trying to figure out where they're at. Let's see here. Insidari and Leo, you're heading back to the guild house to check out on those bounties, right?
Yeah, I also want to go back to the blacksmith, pick up my hammer, and to check out the Tiamat cult place. So whatever way is most efficient. Those are 3 things I'd like to get done.
Alright, so let's send you to the guild house first, since it's both a common place for you two. Doing so, you enter into the guild. You see the guild master, a few people kind of wandering around in the inner halls. There's a couple boards, one of them in which is a bounty board that you were unaware of because, you know, you were focusing on the adventuring side of things, and now it's like, alright, we can add bounties to our repertoire. Maybe this is something we need to start looking at. So you bring yourself to the attention of the bounty board. You see 3 bounties right now, but they're very nondescript, and the one that stands out is definitely a female known killer wandering the streets, Name unknown, person unknown, known as armed and dangerous though. Do be careful trying to handle such person. Bringing in anyone who fits the bill or MO of, the known killer who is killing people. You get the idea that they're pretty much talking about Smiles. And for alive, it is 5,000 gold if captured alive. Dead is only 1,000.
I think we should try to get her alive then.
Whatever happens, happens. I think we could probably negotiate on that 1,000. If we're removing her from the streets, that might greatly help the community here. But we can talk about that later with them. I just wanted to get a pricing on that.
Is that all you want to do with the bounty board?
Yep.
Well, we should probably update the information giving her name as Smiles and probably the light description of what we know.
We could. I guess we could also check with the other bounties, see if there's any better pricing.
The other two are nondescript males. Trying to think. Tell you what, let me come back to that. I'll give you a little bit better detail. But basics, it's telling you that there's 2 males of these certain description, which I'll come up with later before we go deeply into it. And similar reward structure, but this one's like 4,000 alive, 500 dead, and the other one says alive only, 2,500. But other than that, that's pretty much all you see here. I might want to make a note of that too, so I don't forget. Alright. And with that information, you kind of get a better grasp on the bounty board. Is there anything you want to ask the guild master or anybody else? Yay, nay?
Leo's good. Does Cindy want to do anything?
I don't know the place, so I don't know.
Well,
don't know what would ask.
Before we go to any other place with you two, let's kind of go with Oscar and Borden as you're kind of making your way up to where Rissa lives. And trying to play Oscar as transparent as I can. I might not do a good job of it, but I feel like this part of the story needs to play out. You approach the north side of town, you kind of get the address of where Rissa lives, and you see this manor. Nice land, nice outscape. Fenced in yard. Kind of leads up to a small hill that leads up to the manor. Pathway from a little metal gate, or a gate that opens up to where you want to be let in. There's a couple guards up front, and you can definitely see like different servants working in the yard. And there's still a lot of holiday stuff fixing to happen because Jubilee's right around the corner, so you definitely see like people within the vicinity also decorating the house for Jubilee. You make the approach there, and Oscar's like, well, that must be her manor.
Yeah, I would double check the address before we go up just to be safe.
Double checking it, you find out that this must be it. So, for one, you verify that she is you verify this address is of a noble.
The address is real.
Yeah, so Oscar's like, how do you want to do this? You want to just walk up there and ask if she's in, or is there something else we should do? I don't know if I quite understand the protocol of how nobles work.
Most of them want you to lick their boots.
This one's willing to pay us 50k if we find a black stone, so.
So does it have like a name or crest on the gates that we could verify as the Velvetina crest?
Uh, not even sure if you would know what her crest normally is. Make an investigation check.
Well, I would assume that she came with some kind of identification, or I saw a ring on her finger with a crest on it.
I think she did have like a crested tunic of some sort that was on.
I can make history if you want.
Yeah, let's go with history. That sounds good. Yeah, remembering what she was wearing and in that crest, you do see like a placard that's kind of near the upper part of the gates that are leading in that has the crest emblem on a banner that kind of hangs down. So yeah, it definitely matches the emblem that you saw on her.
Might be in luck. Emblem matches.
I don't suppose the stream is
Let's
messing
hope
up.
she's
I'm having
accepting.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm just noticing my stream is
No, you're good.
My stream is kind of going in and out. I'm not sure if it's having any problems or whatnot. Hopefully it's not. I'm not noticing any drop frames. But if anybody is noticing that the stream is going down or anything, please let me know. Be a big appreciation. I don't want to give you guys some bad quality there. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. That is fuzzy as hell.
Stream seems okay.
No, it just fell off.
Well, you're also in another country, though.
Yeah, you're
True.
Let me double check, make sure.
I'm not trying to be, continentist, but you are in fact on a whole different continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
know. That explains you guys.
Yeah. Alright,
dropping some
but
elements
you know what?
well.
I think we're good. I think we're good. So let's go back to the story now. And yeah, I think there was just a minor lag, minor hiccup. Hopefully it'll clear up. So continuing on, you guys are still standing outside trying to debate what to do. So do you want to just go up to the guards and ask them if she's in, or?
So I'll go to the guards if the lady the house is in.
And Oscar will kind of follow in with you. And guard just kind of stops you and looks you over. What do you need?
I'd like to know if the lady the house is in. Rissa approached just about a job looking for something in particular.
Lady Valentino has asked you to go on a job quest for her. Valentina's? I think I said that wrong. Apologies.
I thought it was Velvetina.
Velvet. That's the thing. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. I wrote it somewhere. Please forgive me.
For now, we'll just call her Lady V.
Lady V sent you
think
out
I
to
have
do
it
this?
down.
I think it was Valentina's. I have a majority of my
I
notes.
found it. I dumped it in chat.
Valentina. Okay, yeah, Valentina. I knew it was something nice and fancy and very Felician. So yeah, he's like, so Lady Valentina asked you to do something for her? That's sounds about right, because she is kind of busy with stuff. What else? I mean, what brings you here? I mean,
When she approached us, something seemed off,
how so?
and we were attempting to make sure that it was not an imposter approaching us under her name.
I can check to see if she's in. Are you requesting an audience?
Either an audience or if you would. It's been, what, 3 days
About.
since the actual initial interaction?
I think it's 2.
Two,
Two?
I believe.
Yeah, because you guys had that one.
So
lady
I asked
kinda
either
carried-
for an audience or if they knew. Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. Do you want
I
to?
asked if either
you
for an
wanna-
audience or if they knew she left on that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, she's been in and out here a lot lately. So definitely busy around here. I mean, I could go check to see if she's in right now. If you want to wait here for a moment, and I'll go check.
If she's an accepting guest, I'd
Yeah.
be happy to wait.
Very well. Just wait here, and I'll check in. And he'll leave you two out there. Let's see here. Meanwhile, I guess Leo and Insidaria wants to go somewhere else now. Where do you want to go?
I'll have to pick up my hammer.
All right. So
I could follow.
what else are you
It's
gonna do?
just a
Man?
quick little thing.
Yeah. So you get your hammer
Uh,
back. You already paid for it, right?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, it's been the proper amount of time, and he's kind of got it back in the right shape, and definitely he's been working. And he hands you back a fixed hammer that is no longer enfeebled for being bent.
Is it still +1?
Yeah, it's still +1.
Gotcha.
It
And
just,
then
yeah, no negatives now.
Shouldn't have broke in the first place.
yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
That was.
So how did you break that, Leo? How strong did you hit it?
I used it to break down a wall.
Huh.
It's a mighty extreme way to be using a hammer meant for battle. But here you go, it's fixed nonetheless.
Side note: I totally would have told him to buy a sledgehammer in the future.
Well, you're not here. They actually had this conversation. That's a good question to bring up. But yeah, you get your hammer back. Blacksmith tells you I worked hard on it to get it back in working order without trying to enfeeble the enhancements. So you're lucky in that regard. So there you go.
Thank you.
Hey Leo, do you know any way to make me a harder hitter? Because I feel like, I don't do. I don't do. Or I'm trying to.
I mean, we could get you a magic weapon, but they're pretty expensive. I mean, otherwise you can enhance your magical capabilities. And you gotta stop using those flies and that aura of fire or whatever you got going on.
Like some type of magical item to enhance myself, because already I summoned my sword. It's kind of really magical. You know, like would I know this? Could I do a intelligence check to see if I know, like, giant strength belt or anything that, like, know what that is? Suggest that to him.
I mean, everybody's heard of gear that enhances your strength ability, one of them being the belt as well. I mean,
Otherwise, I was planning to train in the off time. We could train if we have some downtime sometime.
Do you know if anyone in our party has said item or not?
Didn't somebody get a...
Oh, out of character, now I know what you're getting at. I was like, God damn. Okay, yeah, I've got some gauntlets. They don't make me stronger. I was gonna try to see if I could enhance the capabilities, but the guy in town is not magical, but he owns a magic shop. So honestly, I don't know how he gets magical items.
Yeah, that's my question as well.
Outsource. But yeah, that's... You guys are still having this conversation. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I could give you these gauntlets, I guess.
What do they do?
They make you stronger. They don't work on me. I'm already too strong for these gauntlets.
Damn, you praise yourself well. You'll flush, my gosh. But yeah, I'll accept that offer. Would you want anything in return?
5,000 gold.
Can I give you a smile and 50?
We can. I'll let you use them. If anything comes up in the future. How about a favor?
Yeah, I'll give you a favor. That sounds good.
And then I'll give you the gauntlets. Gauntlets of overpower. So it sets your score to 19.
Okay.
Not bad.
I will put those
Requires
on.
attunement, but
Yeah, you can go ahead and start putting that on now if you want.
Yeah.
So you guys are finishing up your little dilly at the forge and then making that trade. With that, we'll go back to Zareth. You're still sussing out where this guy might be, like you said, like I said. You kind of get the feeling that everybody's on high alert and just trying to stay out of the eye of the law. So is there anything else you want to attempt to do in order to get information? Zareth, are you still with us? He's dead.
Oh no.
Okay, bye-bye. Alright, with that, it has been...
Damn it!
Oh, there you are. Don't you just love it
He
when you...
reappears.
Well, no, somehow my push to talk button on my mouse did odd things again. So, I'm thinking. I'm not entirely sure. Any runner boys? Like... children keeping an eye out for stuff? In any ways? Near a market?
Make a perception check. And once again, you just don't see anybody that you would put together as being part of the underground bases to talk to. Even the kids seem to be scarce at this time. All the street urchins are in hiding, and everybody who's commonly out just trying to keep a lookout, it seems to be spooked or kept from revealing themselves. So everybody's kind of like being very close to the shadows today.
Okay, I give up and go home to read my book.
Oh yeah, there was that thing, wasn't there? Alright, so going back to Oscar and Borden. The guard comes back and he's like, alright, the lady of the house is in and she's willing to talk to you, but she doesn't have a lot of time to offer, so if you could make it quick.
Shouldn't be much of an issue. Just wish to ascertain she is who approached us under this name.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, by all means. And with that, let's moving you to a map, but that's not the map. That's her house. No, that's not it. Kind of get led up to this yard, and since we have Borden and Oscar, let's go ahead and move your characters over. Front door will be around here. I'll grab Oscar's token. And you get led up to this house. The guards eventually kind of show you in, and you're led into this open hallway here, or this open down area. And they're like, one moment while I go announce you to her. They kind of walk through this hallway up to a room up here. Come back, they come fetch you, and it's like, alright, follow me. And they have you head up to this office, up where I moved Oscar. And you're kind of looking through her house. You see lots of expensive items, a lot of decorations, a lot of neat, intricate dressers and desks as you kind of pass by. And eventually you're led into this lavish office, and sitting across from a table just enjoying a cup of tea is Rissa, the very woman who came to your establishment to make you the offer. No, good day. You guys again. I'll move you up here. She kind of stands from her chair and walks towards you, still with tea in hand. That'll do. And she sends off the guards who were coming in, and they kind of walk out, and you're left in the room with her. So, is there anything I could do for you now?
Well, you mentioned this rock, and not much of a description if it was in a box or a case. The things that would be found around were clues to where it was. And there was a few other things we wish to ask, but we'll start there.
Oh, very well. I will definitely look for something that I could show you to show you what it looks like. She'll pull out some documents off the table, and there's like many drawn pictures of sorts. And she pulls out this one that looks like almost like a two triangles put together, but they make this one crystal solid. And she kind of brings it over to you. It's like, this here is the shape of the crystal for the most part. And it's usually kept in a purple box. It's got gems on it, and it's usually tied up. The entire box and the gem itself were taken.
Tied up.
Yes, it was secured.
Alright. And see, Oscar's not here because it was also part of his idea to come here in the first place, too.
Yeah, no, and I hate to do this scene with him forcing you to be the lead on it. Let me see what I can offer. Because I don't want to overdo his character, because if I don't do it right, but at the same time, I don't want to do it too good either. So, this is the crystal in this shape. What about the woman who stole it? You seem to have known her, is that right? Or am I understanding that wrong? Because I know we talked about it briefly. And she kind of gives a narrow look, looks towards you. There are certain people that we could divine into to ascertain who and what. Maybe you understand what I'm talking about as she kind of looks at Borden. And it's not known to me that I would not, I don't know, how would I word this? She seems to be lost in thought, and she's just trying to weigh her words. But she comes around to this pretty much saying like, know what she looks like. I seen what she did. But I wasn't there when she physically did it. If that makes any sense to either of you.
What was that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, baby.
Alright, but I'm trying to think what else would Oscar want to ask. Can you come up with anything?
I mean, we both noticed the very similar laugh to Minerva.
Make an insight check.
Because I'm amazing at those.
I know.
I'm actually not bad, though.
Not bad at all. Judging by her demeanor, her movements, she seems a little different from when you first met her. She seems more calm, less sporadic, I guess you could say. But all in all, she does still seem like the person who came to you. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask? As she kind of, she gives you the slip of paper with the shape, and then you guys had time to look it over, and then she takes it back from you. As my guards have probably told you, I don't have a lot of time, so let's try to keep this short.
You wouldn't happen to know who's someone chimed in.
What'd you
Yeah, sorry. Wouldn't he be interested in the eyes? Didn't he make note of the eyes being green or whatever?
That's
Was that
If
where?
her eyes change color. The guy who's not here right now.
Yeah, well, I would say, well, with that insight check as well, because you're kind of studying her features, I can kind of give that up. Her eyes are green, but they're not shining like they were before. Like, it's like a soft hue, just normal iris colors and whatnot.
so they're just normal eyes right now.
Yeah.
See, I will admit to being a tad perplexed when you came and approached us the first time. You had a bit of a green coloration in your shining.
Is that so? No, I must have been Trying to use some of my magic, and some of that residual energy must have stayed with me. I'm sorry if that alarmed you. But all the same, the reward still
Only
stands.
because of you wouldn't happen to know of a lady by the name of Minerva, would you?
Make an insight check as you ask her that.
Well, I already fucking 3.
Pretty average, too.
Yeah, a 3 is average, but I could have had, you know, like a 25 there.
But not today.
What about Phyrexian?
I don't want to roll for him, dude. Shit, he's not here. If you want to be here, be here. No, bro. I can do that. He's not bad at insight. Yeah, he should definitely have been here. Oh, no better.
Of course.
See, it was pointless. Why'd you even ask? I don't know. But, yeah, you're both kind of staring at her as you say Minerva. Maybe you saw a flinch, maybe you didn't, but she just kind of laughs like, I don't know who that is.
I want to hear shit later about a missed plot hook.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. You won't. Like, this is the plot hook you're following. That's what I want. That's fine. But, yeah, she's just... Can't make a beat on her. Like, you don't think she's lying, but you're not sure it's the full truth. Because, you know, you're already setting your ideals that maybe she's part of something here. Welcome back. But, yeah, she sets her tea down and she's like, well, I'm afraid that's all the time I have to give today, guys. So, if you'd be so kind. And she'll kind of call for her guards. Guards! He'll just softly walk in. Be sure to show him out, please. And get the carriage ready. Hi, ma'am. Follow me. And the guard pretty much says, you know, just kind of directing you towards the front door. Anything you want to do as you're getting escorted out?
Other than, you know, committing this place to memory,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just from what I can see.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not going to go full paranoid here, but...
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you guys might want to come back and check on us when she has more time, but for now, you're under the notion that, okay, this is a legit woman. This is exactly where she lives. She seems to be forthright about what she is. So as far as you know...
I wouldn't say seems to be forthright. We still have those lingering doubts.
Yeah, you still have lingering doubts, and that's a fair assumption. But as far as confrontations go, you don't want to start anything till you get more detail, perhaps. I don't know. That's up to you. But
I'm certainly not going to assault the guard as we're leaving.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
There's a difference between caution and suicide.
But I was just giving you a chance in case there was anything you wanted to cast or anything you wanted to... Or like you're saying, you're casting everything to memory, so you're definitely doing that. Or anything of that nature, you know, just in case there's something you wanted to know. But you're escorted out of this fanciful manner. And with that, you're out at the gates, left with your own devices now. From here, let's see, who's left? Zareth, you went home, and now you're just going to pour into the book. How many hours are you going to dedicate to it?
I'm going to go ahead and say he gets until I get home.
Evening, until everyone is back.
Alright, so he's going to wait till everybody gets back.
Well, I start reading now, but... as well, but till evening, then we figure out what we do, and then... we'll see from there.
Alright, and there was one more location for Leo in Sidaria? Is that right? Or am I recalling that wrong?
I did, while we're at the blacksmith area, I wanted to cast locate object on the keys.
And where did you want to do that? I'm sorry?
By the blacksmith.
Okay, by the blacksmith. Let me see. You cast it near the blacksmith. You do not pick up any source.
All right. It lasts for 10 minutes. So this next place we go to, might still be up,
All right.
and it'll be up as we're walking around.
All right. Where are we heading?
Shit, now I forgot the last place I wanted to go.
North?
Oh, the TMAC calls. I wanted to check that place
Oh,
out
yeah,
and see
yeah,
if
yeah.
that is still being worked on by the guards.
Yeah, absolutely. So you walk up to that warehouse next to the sweet shop across the street, and for some odd reason, there's only one guard standing guard there, and he's just kind of scratching his head and just lost in thought as he's just looking like a doofus.
Hey, sir, what are you up to here?
Oh, yeah, just guarding this warehouse for whatever reason. What do you want?
Well,
Where are you from? He kind of gets a little bit alert, like, oh shit, I got a job.
I was one of the people that found this place and brought the guards here, and we checked it out last night. I just came by to check on to see how the progress of the wall is doing.
What wall?
The wall that's in the basement of this place.
Yeah,
I think he's
the
asking about
dragon.
the dragon visage.
I don't know what wall you're talking about. There's no wall down there.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll help with that.
you, you need
Right.
help.
No, that's regular. Sorry, I know. But if it's help, then it's
Oh, so we're taking your advantage? Okay, I thought he was going to roll separately.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, with that, he seems to be telling the truth, or he has no knowledge of a wall being down there. Either A, it's not down there anymore, or B, he doesn't know about it.
When did you start your shift here, bud?
Oh, I just got here about an hour ago. Just told me to stand watch here, make sure nobody goes in and out. And that's what I'll do.
Did they already investigate this place, or are you waiting for like mages to come?
I don't know what's going on. They just told me to stay watch. I mean, if somebody comes in with official papers that tells me to let them in, and only then will I let them in. Now, if you, well, excuse me, I have a job to do. Yes, job. Kind of stamps his spear into the ground, just announcing himself a little bit. You know, as he kind of gets in between the doorway and you, and making sure nobody goes past him. And he's like, all right, move along, citizens. Be about your business.
Please don't fall asleep on the job.
Would never dream of it.
Alright, and then I'll walk away. But I'll go down a couple blocks and then circle around to the back of the building.
Mm-hmm.
There's a window back there, right?
There are doors that are back there that were barred in from the inside.
Can I see into the building?
That would be a perception at disadvantage, since you would only get one angle of a view. Yeah, that's about right. You try to peer through the cracks of the door, but apparently it's either too dark or the angle is just in the shade too far, and you just can't make out anything inside this place. I mean, there is a window at the front entrance.
Well, I wanted to be able to see it so I could misty step inside.
Yeah, you can't see anything in here.
There's one window up top in the back area, from memory.
Is that an Oscar I see that appeared?
Yep.
Phew, maybe I don't have to play him anymore. Might retcon a little bit if he gets in here. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, you're searching this doorway. You don't see anything. Can't make your way in by Misty Step from here anyway.
Alright, well, I guess that's... Did my look at object pick up anything?
Let me check. You get a bleep. It seems to be about 3 or 4 blocks northeast of where you are right now.
All right, I'll head that direction. I'll tell Cindy that if I got a bleep on my on the keys.
Yeah, I was in the bakery getting bakery goods.
Yeah, so you're back here and you're like, oh, I picked up something, and then you realize Insidari is not there. You go look for her, and you see her coming out with baked goods. Like, what the fuck? But,
Sorry, girl, can you?
He didn't tell her not to. I
no,
mean,
that's true. But you know, I was just basically saying this is the part where you could say something if you want. But that instant, like, why'd you do that? I don't. Okay, whatever. But,
Found the keys, Cindy. Found the keys. Let's go find Smiles.
Sounds good.
I'll lead the way towards the my bleep.
I'll be now eating 1 gold worth of sweets as we are walking.
While you are walking, I will roll a 1d20.
you can walk and eat at the same time.
No, you make it into this alleyway, and there's like a lot of trash in this alleyway. We're talking rags thrown everywhere, junk all over the place, boxes, crates busted up, and you kind of pick up this bleep underneath some of the rags that are in a corner of this alley, and you find just a single key that was on the key ring.
Just 1 key.
Yes.
I'll grab it. Found the key, Cindy. I guess she must have got rid of this 1 key. I don't know what's up with the other keys.
Yep, you got the key. Sorry. We'd like.
Should we go meet up with the others? See if they had any other progress of their endeavors?
Yes, that's a smart idea. I put away all the rest of the sweets that I haven't eaten.
So after eating about 15 donuts, 3 crescent rolls, and a horn-filled cream, so it's about, I don't know, that might still be only a couple silver. It might be. But yeah, after stuffing your face with all these sweets and putting the rest of your sweets away, make sure you take off the proper amount of gold.
Again, I got rid of 1 gold.
Alright.
For it.
And with that, you guys are heading back to the building, is that right?
Yeah, our house.
Yeah. Which we still, you know, there's also the question, do you want to do anything with that house? But we'll come back to that.
Oh, yeah. Along the way, any beggars, I give 1 of my sweets to. So
Make a persuasion check as you just hand out sweets to random people.
persuasion.
Quite a few of them open their eyes wide and quickly take the sweets. And they're like, thank you very much. That's so kind of you. And yeah, you're making the day of a lot of people.
Yeah. May the light of Lumina find grace.
Whatever is your
It's
name,
praises
dear?
on.
Cindria, or just call me Cindy.
Well, thank you, Cindy.
I do.
Appreciate it.
bow.
No. Yeah, and this old dirty man's like, thank you. This is really nice of somebody. Hardly anything good ever happens around here. You have a good day, Cindy. And he goes about his business as he's kind of standing up from his slump, and he's like, got a new inspiration in life that maybe he needs to do more with it.
I feel accomplished, Leo. Give a smile.
And with that, you guys make your way back to the building, and about an hour into your reading, Zareth, you notice Leo and Insidaria coming back. Oscar, are you here now?
Yeah.
Alright, so I pretty much kind of role-played a little bit on your character as you went into the mansion. You had a brief talk with Rissa, but just to kind of retcon a little bit and get an idea, was there any questions that you in particular had for Rissa? Or is there anything you want to know before I tell you anything?
Not in particular, no.
No, okay. Well, then we won't retcon anything. So basically, board, and you might want to relay what you kind of or kind of go over this information with him again if you want. As you're kind of
Yeah, popped in. At least the guards verified that she was in and out of the house. Went and had a nice little chat. Got an exact picture of Crystal the Bach. And when asked about the green stuff, he, I must have had some fallout from my magic. We asked about Minerva. Wonderfully cocked up some insights.
in the worst kind of way. But what I would like to do
That
here,
pretty much covers the most of it there.
yeah. So with that,
Okay.
I would like to take a quick little break. And if you want to catch him up with anything else, by all means. But I'm going to take a quick little break here. Everybody who's watching, thank you for tuning in. We'll pick up here shortly, so enjoy the background noise. And if you guys want to keep chat company, by all means. Otherwise, take 5 minutes, go potty, get you something to drink, come back, and we'll finish off the rest of the session. All right?
Potty break.
All right.
Yay!
So 5 minutes.
We'll be back.
5 minutes.
Everyone get in line. We're gonna hold hands on the way down to the bathroom so no one gets lost.
Yes. Where do I go? I have a horrible.
Well, don't roll a d4, you end up north.
Yeah, Sydney will probably need somebody.
I can't find it. I rolled bad investigation. Where is it?
I'm just waiting to come across the person that can't find their own ass with a map and two hands to guide them. Welcome back, Razor.
Eh.
I'll be AFK real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.
Bit early for that, isn't it? Well, that kind of fell flat on. So how's everyone been today? Other than, obviously playing D&D. Or watching D&D if you're in the chat. That I cannot see because Twitch does not like my computer.
I'm good. Playing some Warframe and D&D at the same time. It's interesting.
Irresponsible.
I just did an Aros quest, so that's cooking in the foundry. Nidus is working on too. Be fun.
Well, you're doing the quest for Nidus, or you got the pieces for Nidus?
I did the quest and I got one of the pieces, so I just need to get 2 more.
I can help with that.
You're gonna need help with that. There's no offering of help. It's more or less required.
Might take a little bit. I wish it gave you the pieces you needed rather than having to perform for it. First time I did that, what is it? Infected salvage.
It's a mess.
I got endo and I was so pissed.
Alright, you Warframe geeks, get out of here.
Hey, I asked how he was. He said he was fine and did some Warframe stuff.
I know. But, yeah.
I was not hijacking this. Thank you very much.
But no.
I wanted to try out that new Warframe, but I don't have
Revenant.
level 2s. Yeah, I don't have the level 2 standing with the wills.
Can help with that too.
Hell, I need to farm out the parts still. Buddy of mine dragged me back into old school RuneScape.
That's the good one.
The RS3 has its perks. Namely, my slew of 99s that I ground out.
Yeah.
Starting fresh is a bit of a pain in the ass. So if any of you guys play Warframe or RuneScape and want to, pop in, feel free.
Alright, so who are we waiting on? Everybody back yet?
I think Cindy's still missing, and by Cindy I mean Brett.
Yeah.
Zareth, I don't think has come back yet either.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good chance on that.
No, just checking.
Our local European.
Oh, mercy. Me, I've been playing No Man's Sky for a long, long time.
So I know you have. It pops up on Discord. I don't think I have you added on Steam, but I'm pretty sure if I did, I would see it on Steam.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as Monster Hunter, watching 100 people log into that
Christ
awful-
almighty, I'm so tired of watching people pop into Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like,
get
Steam
it.
needs to get their shit in order and allow you to block notifications about certain games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nothing against the franchise, you know, they make a good product, people enjoy it. But for the love of God, can we not, you know, try to fry my poor computer with notifications from other people playing
I
it?
personally think that's an advertisement like strategy for Monster Hunter.
I could totally see that. A bit
Quite
underhanded.
Quite possibly, quite possibly. Sarah, are you back yet? I said
Oh, are we not
minutes.
entertaining?
No, I said 5 minutes.
Are you not entertained?
Not quite yet. I haven't killed any of you guys in a while, so you know. No, I just kidding.
Well, we haven't had a whole lot of
No.
combat, really.
Yeah, and
mean,
I've kind of expected
Nothing
like,
against, you know.
well, no, I've also got. Now, this is just me being in general that after the events of today was resolved, which we're getting to, I was going to give you guys some downtime, so we can go into like downtime events afterwards. But we'll resolve what we've discovered to this point, and then see how much time you guys want to spend doing whatever it is you want for like a week. But yep, I am just waiting for those two to get back. Any day now.
Okay, I'm back.
Uh-huh, sure you are. Welcome back.
Just out of
I mean, we're still waiting on
curiosity,
Brett.
what party funds are we like allowed during this time?
The downtime?
Yeah.
Are you allowed access to it? Sure. It's up to
I
you
mean,
guys.
I'm CFO, so people just need to, you know, get the allowance more or less.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Fine,
CFO, CEO, COO, like, I have all the C's.
You're
Yeah,
just the big up.
Oscar might be making a trip.
While we're doing that, I am looking up. I can't remember. I'm sure downtime had its own section. Downtime. I could talk.
Yeah, it has. And also the cost of living and stuff like that.
Yeah,
For
let me
food
just
and
put it up here. Well, it's not a big deal. Like, you guys can afford stuff. Oh, man. So how was your week, Sarah? Since we're asking everybody.
It's just polite.
Well, I'm asking.
Yeah, it is. Well, the job hunting got some movement, so that's
Oh.
nice.
Looking for work? That's cool.
Yes.
187.
Do you currently have a place of employment, or are you between right now?
I am in between.
Know how that can get.
Well, you guys are my job, so hoorah.
Yay.
We are your job. Well, you seem to be doing a crap job of keeping us in line then.
I mean, I'm not your manager or anything. I'm just saying this D&D stuff is what I consider my job now. So whatever. No, I got my own means of getting through. Would like to see this get a little bit more headlight, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, we're waiting on Brett. Brett.
Yeah, last
Brett.
Friday
Brett.
I had the,
So,
Oh, I did.
last Friday, what?
I had the end of summer party at the village where I live, so I called a friend and we got absolutely wasted.
Noise.
The village where you live?
Yes.
Like, are you talking about like an actual village, or is the village the name of like the apartment complex or something?
No, the name is unpronounceable for you guys.
I'd like to give it a try.
That's very
Vegan.
racist of you,
Type
friend.
it. I want an attempt.
Vika.
I was hoping you would just spell it out and watch us stumble over it for the next 5 minutes waiting on Brett.
Did he just say vegan?
It rhymed with it for anyone that's an up and coming rapper.
Weezian?
In chat, that's how you spell it.
Wishin?
So first, attempt would have been weekend.
Weezian? Kind of sounds like
Widgechin,
Wishin.
because obviously it's Widgechin.
Yeah, welcome to Wishin. See, you didn't think we had it in us. Quit giving us a little
You
crap.
said weekend though?
Don't feel embarrassed. Even other people in the Netherlands can't pronounce this word right.
You know what? I'll give you one right back.
Was it weekend though?
Here, I'll give you one. Oh, I don't even know if I should do that. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. I was going to write my town down and see if you could recognize the name, but then I'll be like, no, people know where I live now, so I better not do that. Never mind.
I live in the most boring town name ever. I'll toss it up in the chat because the hell are you gonna do?
I tell you what, if you want to really know, I'll do it afterwards, but I'm not going to.
There you go. Have fun pronouncing that one.
Is that great?
Hard.
Peel?
Wow, that's hard.
Genefield?
Yeah, right?
Is that Gracefield? I can't read that.
It's horseshit.
That's mine.
See, at least that one's fun.
Oh, hell, fuck it.
I literally live in 2 nouns, green and field.
What do you think
Really?
of
What, Puxico?
I have one that y'all
Good
can
job.
try to pronounce. That's like right nearby.
that one? Good job. I try to tell, like,
Retumba.
marketers or... Yeah, like, marketers or something.
Coaliga, or is it... Is it Coaliga or
Stand
Cowaliga?
back.
Cowaliga?
Are y'all powdered up now, Brett?
Coaliga?
Stand back.
Got your nose all powdered up? Your hair
Yeah,
all
I got
fine?
some pumpkin pie.
Not to say, you
It's
took a
pronounced
little long.
Kalijah.
Kalijah?
Old man
Yep.
Elijah never had a clue.
What the heck?
Old man
Yeah.
Elijah.
We're having fun with words.
It
And-
looks Polish.
Alright, let's get back into the game here. Now that Brett decided to join us. So Oscar and Borden, you make your way back to the building. It's been like maybe an hour and a half into your readings there with everybody finally rejoined. What do you guys want to do?
I return Borden the 20 gold.
And
I'm just gonna kind of look at it incredulously, like, like, did you really try? Or was it that necessary to ask for money when you didn't need it?
yeah, so
Well, money helps. And everyone that would be in the know is in hiding. Even the street kids are not on the streets.
No doubt, thanks to your knife-happy friend.
I think the guards.
Speaking
Well,
of
the
which,
guards are up at arms because of your knife-happy friend.
I found the key to the jail cell, but there's no other keys with it.
One where she was being kept.
Yep.
oh yeah, you missed all that, Oscar. Or do you know what
I
happened?
filled him in,
Did
sort of.
Okay.
Smile, slaughter the guard, popped in the house
Okay,
of Taunt
yeah.
Zareth. Like, come on.
Okay.
No,
Acting like I'm not doing a thing
I
here.
I can hear, even though I wasn't here. Okay. But I was just.
No, he hit me with a private message on Discord.
Oh, okay. Then that would be different. All right. So yeah, you got an idea of what's going on. That's cool. But yeah. So yeah, you found a key. What else do we want to do?
Oh yeah, give a bakery good to everyone here.
And Sidaria passes out donuts.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Insidaria. I'm good.
Do you want crescents, a cookie, cake?
Have your choice.
Think she
You have
poisoned it?
cookies?
Hey,
Yeah.
Like Cindy just bought
Here's a
this stuff.
show. Here's goodwill.
I'm not even gonna insight check, and I won't take a cookie.
Alright, go ahead.
I am going to incite that, but I will take the cookie.
Seems forthright. But yeah, Sydney's just trying to be nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good person in name.
this is more of a rib at Zareth for trying to decline sweets.
So, yeah. With all the information you guys want to share, or what's going on? No, you're fine.
No, he has diabetes.
Shoot Cindy because she stomached like a whole lot of them.
Oh god. Yeah, so now I need you to roll your blood sugar. That'll be 3D 100s.
I'm good.
Your blood sugar is at about 400, so you're gonna need
I mean, worst
insulin.
case scenario, I can give you a lesser restoration to cure diabetes.
Could you please? I would really love. Oh wait, or never mind. I don't care about her. But
Technically,
no.
I can do it myself. That's why I eat so many sweets.
Oh, if only I could do that to myself. Anyway,
Real life sadness.
yeah, them real life things. Getting old, folks. At any rate, what does Dancing Lights want to do? I mean, you guys are now back. You're having this conversation. You found a key. Passing out sweets. You guys are having a sweet moment while trying to think what we're going to do about Smiles, Rissa, or the whole 9 yards. Also, the guard who informed you, whatever he informed you at the warehouse.
Yeah, I'll tell him about the warehouse, how the guard was there and didn't know what was going on with it and wouldn't let us in.
Understandable.
Yeah, just one guard. Shouldn't there be more? At least two?
There could have been more inside. Unless you got a good look inside and there was nothing.
I couldn't get a good look in there. I was gonna hop in there and check it out, but couldn't see nothing. It was dark.
Leo, make a perception check. Your fox friend is nowhere to be found.
The fox is gone. Oh shit, maybe... I had an idea last night. I thought maybe someone took the fox. And someone was being a fox.
When was the last time that you saw it?
Well, this morning when we woke up, the fox was with me.
Unless you know of people who enjoy eating cats.
I look nervously at people that I fed cat.
I don't know anything about Minerva, but I bet she would eat the cat. I bet Smiles probably would too, but I don't know if she has any magical capabilities.
I'm giving a look of.
And I'm like, why are you
that-
rolling deception?
I fed them the cat that was brought in from the fox.
Wait, what?
That's what I
No.
did with them.
Yeah, when was this mentioned?
That I told you guys that.
Was that the sausage
fox
you had
ate
that
that.
morning?
The fox. Yeah, the meal I made was made out of the cat that the fox brought in. What a glorious hunt!
Oh my goodness.
I thought Leo had the fox eat the cat.
Yes, Leo did.
I said I took it.
Oh well, too late. It was just
Oh.
eggs and biscuits and gravy. You didn't make anything that was meat. Come on
Fine.
now. Come on.
Fine, I won't have more.
Sorry. Come on, we don't
It's
cook
fine.
cats around here. Be civilized. We're human. Or humanoids.
Human.
I don't know. And nobody's here full human, is there? No humans here. Never mind.
Nope.
You be whatever you want to be. But yeah. So, other than that, what's the situation? What do you guys want to do before? Like, is there anything else we're going to resolve around the 3 cases or whatever, however many cases we have? that you guys want to try to look
Well,
into?
there's not much
or
we can
explore
do about
further?
Rissa right now.
Yeah.
He found the keys at the warehouse, which means she was there at some point. But where's the warehouse in relation?
Well, she also knows something about the robbery of the stone from Rissa. When I asked her, she flinched.
Well, we know she's headed north.
Is there
Did you
how
ask,
much?
Borden Oscar, did one of you ask Rissa if she knew the woman? Or
She
knew
wasn't
of
around.
the woman?
If I recall correctly, there was a description given about a woman, but it did not match Smiles. If that's what you're hinting at.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think you're kind of misdirecting, and I didn't want you to go too far down a road that didn't have anything to do with it. But there was information given about another blonde woman who had apparently taken this. But yeah, you guys are just kind of sitting here having this conversation. No further any. Do you guys feel like you need to do anything else about anything that's going on? I mean, if not, I could kind of move us towards the downtime I promised you.
Well, I'm just worried about Zaret's book and making sure he can get that done.
Well, we also need. So we're also trying to figure out. She's going north. Do we want to try to catch her? Because if we go for downtime, we're giving up on catching her.
It is true.
Do we have any other leads which should try to find her?
Well, there are ways out of this city in the south and the east. But nothing goes up north.
I mean, she's probably got the rest of the keys, which we saw, so we could do another look at object on the rest of the keys. We could check out
Wasn't one of the keys on those thing of the Watchmaster's house himself?
Yes, or it
There
was
was a chance.
We need to check his house.
I would also like to make sure that the Tiamat cult is being dealt with and not just thrown to the wayside.
Alright, so let's make some plans, guys. What do we want to do to achieve these goals? What's the obvious routes that you think you're going to want to take?
To check out the Tiamat cult, I was go to a guardhouse, see if there's the guards that that helped us with the Tiamat cults. See if they're there and they can give us an update on that.
Alright, so visiting a guardhouse to get the information, alright. What else are we wanting to look into? We're also going to keep an eye on where the keys are. You're going to use locate object again in the meantime, or what's the situation?
Yeah, I'll look at object the other keys that we saw that were dangling from the...
Okay, and I heard you wanted to check out where that guard home is. How do you plan on finding out where he lived?
Well, from the guards that work at the Southern Guard Station, maybe.
So, am I hearing us splitting a party, or are we going to go together? What's the situation?
Well, it seems like no matter what, we need to go to the guard house. So, go guard post, then to the guard house is what seems like the easiest path.
Alright, I just need somebody to tell me you're actually doing it.
Yeah, let's all go to the guardhouse then.
Alright, which one, north or south?
South, the one that we've been to before.
I'd say the one where she was held,
Alright, yeah, that would be the south one.
because they would at least know the jailer who got his ass torn open.
That is very true. Alright, so making your way there, you definitely notice a lot more guards being stationed not only around the guard post but around the city walls, or city streets in general. Like there's at least a guard on every corner. They're doubling their posts. They're making sure that they're representing and people can actually see them and making sure that they're actually out there doing their job. You make it to the guardhouse and you get questioned a couple of times, but you guys are known. And they show you to the new guard captain who has just recently come into this job. However, this guard captain is actually old and grizzled. He looks like he's seen many years, and it seems like they pulled him out of retirement to kind of cover this shift for now. And he's got this old gray hair, gray bushy mustache, and a small gray silvery goatee that goes down his chin. And he's kind of looking over all the paperwork behind the desk, and he's just kind of grumbling rudely and loudly, and he's making sure everybody knows he's not liking anything that's going on right now. And a group of you enter in, and he kind of gives you all just a brief glance and just looks back at his papers, just got this pissed off look in his eye. And that's the new guard captain. Yeah, the guard that kind of brought you in, that's our new guard captain, Gerald. He's a pretty rough guy, and he used to be a tough commander back in his day, but now he's got to take up this job. He's not one happy customer. But you're willing to take your risk with him, and that guard kind of slips out.
Will we address him as Captain Gerald then, or was there a title to actually use?
Yeah, you can call him Captain Gerald since he's a captain of this guardhouse now. So yeah, you see him over there with the paper pushing, and you approach. What do you want to say to him?
Captain Gerald, we wish to know the residence of the guard that was killed here.
Damn shit, I didn't want it to begin with. Alright, so who are you guys again?
We were the people that originally apprehended the lady that killed your guardsman.
You see him pull out a pair of spectacles, and he's looking over this paperwork again, and he's just got this dancing lights, was it?
That is our company name.
Yeah, I see it here in this report. Can't believe that dumb numbskull got himself killed. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Apparently he wasn't following protocol, so they had to call somebody who knew what they were doing. Throws his spectacles on the table, just kind of pissed off. So, your questions. What do you want?
Do you know where the man that died lived? Because his keys were missing and we found one.
You found a missing key, huh? It is true, his keyring went missing that night. Let's see here. Where did he live? Goes through paperwork, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Pulls some stuff out. Here's his file. And Lance Corporal Ray. Yeah, he lived up on the east side of town. Kind of north a little bit. North of the crafting district. And he gives you a whereabout address. And sussing out this address, Leo, it seems like it was very close where he found this key.
Okay.
Did he live alone? Or did he have...
I don't know. Do I look like I'm his keeper? There's your information. Now anything else. Slams the drawer shut.
I will give him one bakery good to try to lighten up the mood.
Make a
Okay.
persuasion check. Okay, this guy's gruff, so I'm going to make him roll insight.
Please have a nice day.
Thanks, lass. You have a good one too. He kind of loses his gruffness to the kindness of Insidaria as he stares at the suite. Kind of lessens a little bit, but you guys go ahead and turn out, and you're heading out now, or was there anything else?
No, I also meant ask him one more thing. We were also helped find the Tiamat cult wall, the wall that had the Tiamat thing on it. I just wanted to see if there's an update if you guys had that working.
Is this even the guard post that's handling that one?
No.
Well, the north side is the nobles, so I figured this one was the right one.
Well,
Well, I
it's
believe
all a
that
matter of perception here. Like, the guards up north were more aware of this situation than the guards down south. But he kind of like looks over some paperwork to see if he's got anything of a report like that. He's like, there was a report here. I mean, we're not handling it, but we kind of are aware of some kind of cultist activity in the northern warehouse. However, that doesn't say anything about some kind of wall, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a dragon statue.
I
that's
said I
here.
don't know anything about a wall or a dragon that you're talking about. Now, if that is all, you know where the door is. I have work to get to.
Are any of the guards that were with us last night around?
Not at this place, no. Well, wait, last night, yeah. Joel's there. And that's it. Like, he's the only one you recognize. There's a bunch of other guards, but none of them that you recognize. Joel, the errand boy, is pretty much what he seemed like. He's just kind of hanging around. Anything you want to ask, or what?
Oh, I meant the ones that were with us at the Tiamat wall.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, last night? Oh, wait, last night you were with these guys. Yeah, so no, not Tiamat, no.
Say, Cindy, do you have a cookie?
Yes I do. I have a lot of them. But way too many. Way too much. Here you go.
Then you're giving
I
one to
take
Joel.
the cookie, I walk to Joe, what's his name, the runner?
Joel, yeah. Joel, if you need. If you need that type.
Yeah, I was giving him a sweet already.
So I take the sweet, move to Joe, and I reach my hand out to give him the sweet. I was like, hey, Joe, what's the name, right?
Yeah?
They always have you running messages?
Oh, I'm the new guy. They just have me doing this stuff because it's all I'm good at.
Nobody like.
Is it Valentine's Day? It's the second sweet I got.
For some reason, I don't think this guy gets many sweets on Valentine's.
Yeah, well. Oh, I feel really good right now.
Who knows, mate? Might be your lucky day.
Oh, gee, thanks. Joel! Oh, the boss is calling me. Is there something you need? I gotta get going.
Well, I was wondering if you had any news on the northern guard post. If you run any messages there.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything direct. Joe, I need you to go get these papers from the North Camp. Go! My boss is telling me I gotta go, so I gotta go.
Sure, mate. Never mind.
But, yeah, their little runner boy gets sent on another task and has to run up north. Right away, boss, right away. And he walks out the door and makes his way north.
Such a hard worker.
I feel sorry for the guy. I don't think he will be doing anything else.
You gotta love it.
Leo, you want to move up to the other guardhouse then to ask some questions?
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion about the whole CMAT business.
Moving us back to the scroll page.
Well, okay, let's go then.
Alright, so heading up to the northern guard post. Kind of different scenario going on here, but pretty much you still see guards posted on every corner. Couple guards at the front door. The guard post is pretty much busy at the moment with people running in and out. And hey, you catch up with Joel as he's kind of entering out or exiting. I guess he's leaving now at this point. as you guys are pulling in. Oh, hi guys. I'm just heading back to my other post, so see you later.
I give him another sweet.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Say,
You're worth it. You're worth it. Come on. Believe in yourself. You have a good day.
oh gee. Oh, well, what's your name again?
And Cindria, or just Cindy, you would call me, Joel. I give
Oh,
a
Cindy,
bow.
such a sweet girl. Thank you very much. Maybe I can ask you out for dinner sometime. Bring you home to Mom.
I knew that was coming.
Maybe.
You've done this to yourself. You're reaping what you sow.
This isn't personal experience. It's just something I know. But yeah, he's just infallibly flirting with you, I guess. I don't know. Since you've already kind of caught him like this, and he's like, "Oh, you're such a sweet girl," and everything, treating him to sweets, and he's like being flabbergasted that you're giving him any attention at all. Where he's been surrounded by all these guys who are like constantly keeping him busy, keeping him doing stuff so that they don't have to do it. And yeah, he's taken aback by it. Well, Cindy, it's nice to meet you. I'm gonna have to head out though, but if there's any way I can get a hold of you later on, maybe we can go out for drinks or something.
Maybe.
Well, good. I'll look you up after work or something. See you later. And Charlie's on.
Onward to the next destination, everyone.
His house.
You're the
Oh.
dead man's house.
Well, you got the dead man's house, but you came up to the north guard post. He was just leaving, and I think you were trying to get some information up here about the Tiamat cult, though. Is that right?
Yeah, I just want to see if there's any other guards that helped us with that.
Make an investigation check to see if they're on duty right now. I think, yeah, one of them is actually like clock. You know, he's standing post right now at the front gate door there. You can, after watching Joe leave, you see him, the one of the two guards that you were with that night, standing guard at the front door of this guardhouse.
Hey, bud, do you remember me?
Oh, you're the guys from that night. What can I help you with?
I just came to check in to see how that whole business is going.
You didn't hear, did you?
Hear what?
Well, I don't know what it was, but after we left, like, I believe it, and what's his name believes it as well, but after we left, and we told him what we saw, and we went back down there, you know that stone monolith, right?
Yeah.
Gone. Like, it just vanished up out of nowhere, just disappeared.
Oh, no.
And then we got sassed. We got the third degree. And then we tried to justify what we said. It's like, look, you're probably right. Maybe we were seeing things. So we were kind of forced into silence because it was just getting awkward for us to explain the situation. I mean, they're still investigating it on a low key. But, yeah, that monolith just poofed. I don't know how. I don't know how it got there. I don't know how it got out.
It's magic, man. It's weird.
Yeah, well, look where I'm at now. I'm stuck here guarding a fucking door.
That's why I suggested you leave to stay.
Look, we stayed there to keep track of everything, but when it came time to show them, because we were going to stay down there. I mean, you seen what that statue did to people. And,
Yeah.
we left. And we didn't leave the building unattended. I left the other guy there to kind of guard it, and then I went to go get, the postmaster at the time. And he comes looking at it after I bring him down there and show him with a few other guards, and I'm the laughing stock 5 minutes later. I'm like, hey, I swear to God, it was right here. But no, it was just a fake-in room, and they just looked at us like we were stupid. And the other guard that's off to the side looking at him just kind of gives him a sideways glance like, he looks crazy. kind of look to him.
He's telling the truth. I give another very good to him.
Going to walk up to him.
Which
Have
one?
you had any magically attuned people investigate this site?
What, like mages? No, I don't think any of them did. Like,
Yes.
I went to show the guard post guy, the guy who runs our post and everything, and he's like, "What monolith? What are you talking about? I don't see shit here." And like, I went with him, and I was like feeling the air just in case it was invisible, and it was empty space. Like, that monolith just disappeared. It's not there physically anymore.
Well, if you get tired of these city guards making fun of you, we might be able to see about getting you alternative employment.
Make a persuasion check.
Hey, charisma based.
Well, I don't
We'd
know.
love for you to join us. I give the cookie your donut. Can I assist?
You can go ahead and make a separate check. He listens to Borden at first, and then you kind of reinforce it a little bit better for him. And the sweet does kind of help, and your wows and everything. And he's like, "Oh, keep it in mind. I mean, we were kind of like comrades in that little situation, and it kind of sucks that it came down to this. So, who knows? It might get down to that."
Again, contact Dancing Lights if you ever need employment.
So you kind of give him your information and tell him where you're at. Is that right?
Yeah.
Not bad. And he'll do a proper introduction.
Dude's not the bad sort. You know, he did his best.
And he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, pleasure. In case you're wondering, my name's Riley." And I guess he's gonna go around, like, point at you guys out. What's your names? Like, I don't even know if you gave him a name. Whenever you guys.
We
were
can
talking.
do the whole dog and pony show. Tell them our names.
Yeah. And who do I have the pleasure?
Leo.
Leo. Nice to meet you,
Oscar.
sir. Oscar. Great.
Sarah.
Cindy.
Cindy. Very sweet. Thank you. Kind of holds up the sweet you gave him. And then Borden, or
I'm Sarah.
Sarah.
We all round out the group since I gave the initial offer.
Alright, yeah. My name's Riley. If I feel like I need to leave this place and you might need an extra hand, might be willing.
And Riley, if you're really interested in that cult thing, I might have found where one of those guys lives. It's a bit in the slumps though, so you have to be careful.
He's still a guard right now. Can we not?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I better not be here in this
I
area.
can give him the address to.
See, it's one thing to offer him, you know, alternate employment. It's a whole other try to snipe him on duty.
It's uncalled for, man.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like this. Like, if you tell him that as a guard, he's going to have to follow up as a guard and tell his postmaster. And then if he gets a promotion, he's not going to want your job. You sure you want to give him that kind of information? I mean, I'll ask you that now and say you didn't say this yet.
No, let's hold up then.
Okay.
Let's hold up on that.
Alright. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from doing it, but yeah, I just want you to realize the gravity of it. Alright, so with that, see, we met Captain Joe at the South House. We know Riley is a guard who's debating on leaving due to being made fun of because of your recent adventure. But, is there anything else I could do for you guys? It's coming from Riley. And the other guard's like, "You shouldn't be giving them information. You know this, Riley." Look, these are the people who were with me last night. I told you guys there was other people involved, and you know what? Fine, whatever. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to ask you to go ahead and continue about your day, but I'll keep your request in mind.
No problem, Riley.
Alright, so with that, you kind of make way from the guardhouse, or was there anything else?
I'm kind of wanting to go back to the warehouse.
So now we need to go to the guard's house first.
Yeah.
It's on the way.
Heading back towards the warehouse, which will be the first street you come to, but you're still a couple of blocks north of the warehouse. But you know for a fact if you keep going 2 blocks east, or 3 blocks east, I mean, you could probably make it to that house where you found the key. So, I mean, it's kind of up to you guys. What do you want to do?
I mean, the warehouse can wait. So.
Alright, so head into the other house, which is further down. You guys found the key in the back alleyway with a whole bunch of broken junk and whatnot, but you didn't bother to check up front. Checking up front, you kind of find just a regular doorway leading into a house-like structure. Trying to...
Are there any windows?
Yes. But they are
Closed,
curtained.
open,
They're closed with curtains on them.
curtain?
So you can't get a
Okay.
clear view in. Draped even.
I knock.
Nothing.
Is anyone home?
No answer. Minute passes, still no answer.
Going to go around back.
I follow Oscar.
Alright, going around back, you see a whole bunch of garbage, broken crates, disheveled cloth, fabrics just stretched out everywhere.
Any other door? Well, while I'm going, to the back, is there any other door to this building?
Let's see here. Yeah, there's one door. No windows, but you can definitely see a door.
Just gonna sit here beside the door.
Alright, you're sitting beside a door. Anything you want to do while sitting beside the door?
Can I check if the door is locked?
You can certainly
Like,
try. Would you
carefully?
like to? If you're being careful, are you telling me you want to investigate or what?
Yes, I want to investigate this shit carefully.
Alright, go right ahead. Make an investigation check for me. The door is locked, but that appears to be all that you can make. What do you want to do, Sarah?
Any noise inside?
Make a perception check.
That's persuasion. There we go.
As far as you know, it's quiet as a mouse in there.
I have a question about mechanics real quick.
Go ahead and ask.
Is a cursed person magical?
Like if you're going to use
The effect
detect-
is magical, the person is not.
Yeah, you won't be able to
Okay,
detect
so
magic.
detect
on
magic can't see the...
it. No,
Okay.
no.
Well, if he has the object that cursed the person, maybe.
But they
Nah.
don't. He pretty much
It's
dropped the
just
curse on him and took the item away.
Well, no, the curse is, it stays, but once you take the necklace off, it still stays. So.
Yeah, but detect magic has a range, and I don't think... Like, with the
Okay.
locate object been going off, too, is like, I don't think you're gonna find her within. I mean, you're willing to try. I'm not gonna...
Okay.
But, yeah. I don't know. That's kind of an interesting point. Maybe she could show up as magical. Because if we recall, Lindsay had some kind of magical to her whenever you used it on her.
Okay.
So, if you want to make that attempt, I'll allow you to roll an Arcana check. But other than that, you know. So you're going to cast a spell? And
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't detect any magic within What's the range of it? Go ahead and
30
pop it
feet,
up.
I think it is.
Yeah,
30 feet.
definitely nothing. I'm trying to think real quick if there was anything left in the house that might be magical. No, I don't think so. I take that back. There is a soft enchantment that you detect inside the building.
Okay.
Anything you guys want to do? Or any other things you want to suss out?
Any windows on the backside?
No, it's completely brick.
Are
Should
you
we
going
check
to,
in?
Say again?
I was going to ask Sarah, are you going to open this door?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Let's pick the lock.
Alright, is that what you want to do? Go ahead
15.
As you pick the door, you happen to notice a couple people walking down the aisle or alleyway. Hey, let's cut down this alley. There's a shortcut up here, and as you hear the click of the thieves' tool picking the lock, you see these two strangers down at the end of the alleyway watching you break in.
Gonna kind of stand over Sarah.
Are you?
God damn it, I really need to pay better attention where I put my keys.
Okay, that's what you're saying out loud. It's this pair of they look like teenage kids, both male. They look like they're just wandering around.
I go up to both of them and give them
You're not
baked
there.
goods.
You're not
What?
there. You're
I thought
I
not.
give
everyone
them a
was there.
wink.
As far as I know, Sarah
Going to
and
say out loud to
Oscar and Sarah are the only two in the back alley. You two or three are still up front, far as I know.
Sorry, I thought everyone.
Nope, you're fine.
going
But I
to
just
talk over Sarah to you could give me a key if you keep losing yours.
Good idea, but let's get inside and grab a drink.
all right. Make a
I
deception check.
Carefully open the door.
Deception check with advantage, since he did assist you on this.
14?
Well, let's see how well they incite you. Let's see what we get. You lucked out. They rolled a 9. And they just kind of give you a sideways glance and just continue down the alleyway and then pop out and go the other way. But the door opens and you're free to go in.
I step inside, checking for traps.
Alright, go ahead and roll investigation. No traps visible within your vicinity. You walk in, you find yourself in like a back, let's see, how would this be? It's that little aisleway that would like lead to a washroom of some sort. And then like past that, you go a little further and you're in the kitchen area. And then you go past the kitchen area, you got your little dining region and a living space. And then a stairway that goes up. Up there by the living space, you see the locked, closed front door. And the drapery of the window that's been covered. Looking through this house, however, make both of you roll investigation for the house as you're coming in. And I'll see how much of this you can suss out before you go meet the others. It's been turned. Like, you notice a couch that was flipped over. And you notice a few things torn about. And after looking inside the house, you're thinking they must have taken crates and fabrics and threw them outside trying to find something or throw something away or just making a scene. But other than that, that's about all you can pick up at the moment. But you know the rest of your group is out front. What do you want to do?
Going to walk toward the enchantment thing I saw earlier.
It
Or
leads you
where I would think it would
upstairs.
Oscar, wait a second till the rest is in. I go open the front door.
Easy enough. You're on the side that actually locks it. Borden, Insidaria, Leo, you hear a click, and then you're opening the door, or what are you doing?
I'm opening the door. Well, let's first check for traps.
Sounds like a good idea. Go ahead and roll me another investigation. You find that it's not trapped.
Oh well, I open the door.
Kaboom! You're dead. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing happened.
Yay.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yeah, spikes arise.
You know, shit
That's
happened.
that explosion.
Told you, I'll get you eventually.
You summoned a dragon.
From inside a house. Now the whole house is dead. Alright, so no. The door opens. You guys see Zareth as he kind of pokes his head out.
Hey guys, sorry, I was busy. Coming in.
Well, thanks for the invitation, friend.
And everybody else is
I
walking
go
in at this
open the
point.
door. Let's step back.
Alright, so everybody's
Yeah,
walking
we'll all go ahead and pop in, I guess.
in. Alright. Leo as well?
Yep.
Just want to make sure. Alright. So everybody's inside. You all vanish, and now you're in Citadel Kingdom again. No, just kidding. No, Oscar,
Mother.
that would be a shit fit, wouldn't it? No, Oscar,
That
you
would be
sense
nice.
that enchantment upstairs, like I said. Like I told him earlier, you're in this living space at the moment. You could see that the room's a little torn over. Investigation from the other three who just walked in. Nice. Insidaria, you don't... I mean, it's flipped a little bit. You imagine if you put that couch back up, right? This place would be spick and span in no time. Leo...
I do so.
Leo, you notice this place has kind of been a little bit ransacked. Like, places that might have anything of value looks like it's been taken apart and done away with. Kind of glance around, like, at the kitchen area from where you're at. You can see, like, silverware that is actually silver must have been taken because the drawers are open and all that's missing. Looks like anything light that might be of value has been stripped from this location. But Borden, going a little further into it, you notice all that as well. And fireplace looks like it's been recently used. And there's a bunch of burned papers just kind of crumpled up there in between logs that are just glowing with a light ember. Other than that, you can't really suss out anything more than what you've already been told.
So we'll go check out these burnt papers. And anyone else is free to join me because I feel like we're about to have a literal, jigsaw puzzle to try to piece together.
Alright. So you're gonna sit through
I use
paper.
control flames on it to suss out all the rest of the heat.
Alright. You control flame, so the paper that's left unburnt is left unburnt. Oscar, let's go back to you. You want to go up and check out that enchantment?
I follow Oscar upstairs.
Anybody else? Go ahead, Oscar.
I'm tied up with this burnt paper, so.
I'm going to slowly go upstairs up to the room I think it's in.
Alright, you find a...
I'm pretty sure that magic is one off enough.
Yeah, you go up the
Could I
stairs.
use Ben?
Not on paper like that, no. Like, even if you restored the paper, the markings that was originally on it wouldn't be there. But, continuing with Oscar, you come up the stairs and you find yourself in a little hallway. To your left, there's a door, and to your right, there's another door. And then you sense the enchantment coming from the left room.
I'm going to take out my dagger,
Alright.
just in case.
Oh, I'm right behind you, so don't worry too much.
I'm going to attempt to open the door.
It's locked.
Look back at Zerth.
You
I'm
see,
gonna check that door for traps.
go ahead and investigate. You scan this door over and you get a good glimpse of it, and no traps, but it is locked. And this lock looks...
Okay, I'm okay.
Just so you know, with the investigation that you also pulled off, this lock does seem a little bit more intricate than some of the locks you've come with in the past. However, it's still something you can try to pick.
This lock is going to take me some time. It is better made than the rest.
So,
And I'm just going to carefully pick that lock
alright, go ahead and make me the
and
look.
take my time with it.
What you
12.
doing?
Yeah, you fiddle with it for a little bit and you're not making any headway. This lock is pretty stout, pretty tough. Tumblers aren't locked in as quickly as you want, and every time you think you're about to get it to flick, it forces its way back down and kind of prevents you from fitting that tool in deep enough to get the tumblers to tumble. What were you saying, Oscar?
Going to recast Detect Magic.
Yeah, you sense the enchantment inside that room. You get the
Has it
idea
moved?
that it's an object, but it's not. Nothing else.
Wait, is it still in the same place where I think it would be earlier?
Yeah. It hasn't moved, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still in the same spot.
Up here, do I detect anything other than that?
No, not within this. Like, that's the only magic that you're detecting at the moment.
Okay, while he's messing with the lock, I'm going to go to the room on the right and, just to make sure that no the burglars are gone. Check all the rooms.
The burglars are. We are the burglars right now.
Well, you know what I mean.
Alright, so you're gonna just try to open the door?
Yeah.
Alright, so you open the door, or try to. You hear a twist. Then all of a sudden, the entire top half of the building blows up, and Oscar and... Never mind, no, that didn't happen. No, it opens, and you find a storage room. In this storage room, it's been torn apart. Like, everything's out of place. Nothing's where it should have been. There looks like there might have been things in here that were of value, but most of the valuables that were small have been taken. And
Okay.
but a lot of useful material, depending upon what you're looking for, could probably be found in here. Containers.
I'm not really here to take anything.
Alright, that's fair.
Take some rope.
Yeah, you can find a bunch of rope, a ladder, a couple of chairs in this place, containers, wash bins and whatnot, metal objects that look like they might... actually there's a mallet in here, some tools, a chisel. But, yeah, Insidaria, what's your investigation about?
No, just to see what's in here. Like, might find it interesting.
Okay, where is here? Because if I recall, you're down below, right?
So I followed.
Okay, make sure you let me know, because if I'm only talking to two people, then... But,
No.
Said,
Sorry.
you
yeah,
said the
basically-
paper was completely gone.
For
Yeah.
the most part, it's been completely burned up. Like, you're getting maybe a corner edge of all the papers, and you're not finding anything of use on them. So, whatever it was just thrown in the fire and done away with.
Yeah, I guess we would have moved upstairs to figure out what the hell's going on there. We would have heard them up the stairs, I assume. They weren't stealthing.
No, nobody seems to be
Yeah.
stealthing. You're all acting like you belong here, so, yeah. Zara,
I got him.
I will say, for the sake of this, you get one last chance to try to do the tumbler. You kind of get the feel that this lock is very complicated, and you're like, all right, I gotta get a good beat on this, and you're trying to focus. So go ahead and make your thieves tool one more time. Nice. With the DC being at 18, you managed to feel the tumblers. Like, you kind of figured it out. It's like, oh, if I flick through them real quick, it should be able to tumble them all in the right location in order to pop this lock. It's like, okay, now I know what this lock is. And you do so. And then all of a sudden you hear a soft and the lock is unlocked. So,
I carefully opened the door.
and you recently checked it for traps, and it opens. This looks like a bedroom. It hasn't been touched. If the people who sacked this was here earlier, they must have not been able to get past that door. It looks untossed. Well-made bed, banister bed, 4-post, red covers, elegant-looking pillows, and all that good stuff. You got a dresser set, a little hanger where there's a belt dangling, and a sheathed dagger. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to check out that dagger.
As you go towards that... Say again, Oscar?
And I'm just going to